welcome everybody back to the stream. As you guys know, I'm your CFI. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. They're going to be in the CRJ 900, taking this airplane from LaGuardia to Montreal. I've actually remembered to file my flight plan for the first time in a long time. And yeah, so it should be a pretty fun flight. You guys are already in chat going crazy, so I appreciate all you guys. We just passed 13,000 subs as well, so I appreciate that as well. I want to say thank you to all the channel partners, like Tobii Eye Tracker. We got ProDesk Sim. We'll be using their CRJ throttle kit today. Moza. So all the channel links are down in the description. Contrail as well. We got some discount codes for Contrail. So all sorts of stuff are in the description if you're interested to help the channel. They're all down there. So I really appreciate that. Sorry for a bit of the late start here. We had to update GSX and model matching and all sorts of different stuff as I've dusted off my Microsoft Flight Sim. I haven't really played it in a while. But I really appreciate you guys stopping in. I assume you guys want to see a cold dark start, so I've got this thing in the cold and dark start, simulating that we're just waking up miserable in the hotel, and we have to go and do a full startup here on the CRJ. I did put up I think I put up a poll for it. Let me quickly go see if you guys voted, and I'll change it. I know CST is going to vote for the turnaround state, and most of you guys wanted cold, so we'll do the cold start for you guys, as you guys like to see that kind of stuff. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. But hardware today, we're using the Moza Yoke, AY210 Yoke. We're using the Honeycomb Bravo with the CRJ ProDesk Sim add-ons, which you guys can get a discount code for in the description if you want it. The PU Air Korea CDU V2 with the CRJ faceplate, the wing control full MCP panel at 737, but I have it configured to an RJ, and then obviously the wing control rotor pedals as well as my main rotor pedals. I don't change those. And yeah, because CST's here, we're gonna be doing a full walk around as well. He's like, Control E, let's go. Say hi to you guys in chat. You guys are going nuts. So Lucky, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Mr. Captain Jack, how did I check in? Maybe fly along, booting myself. Oh, you're gonna fly along. Awesome. Cool. You're gonna take the RJ, or you can take the 7.3. Obviously, CST, welcome. Thank you guys very much for joining in. If you guys don't know as well, go check out Captain Jack's channel and CST Flight Deck's channel. CST's building a full Airbus in his house, so go check that out. It looks really, really cool, and it's coming along quite nicely. Ian, welcome. Status, welcome. Just new to Discord and YT channel. Nice one. Keep it up. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate that. Morning, bad news for you. I can enjoy part of the stream, so accept my usual. No, it's all good, my friend. It's all good. Having to restart my sim. That's not good. CRJ, but I'm slow. No worries, Jack. We're gonna be slow today. We're all just chilling today. We're having a good, it's after Christmas. Everyone's kind of fat because they ate so much, so we're just gonna take it slow and have some fun. We're using Chase plane as well today, guys, which I just love. So we'll be doing that. And we're in the cold and the dark airplane, so let me put my keyboard. Only problem with the Moza Yoke is it takes a lot of desk space, but I'm gonna put my keyboard there so I can do this now. So yeah, we'll open this door, as obviously it'll be open. I'll open some of these as well, some cargo doors and stuff as well. There we go. But yeah, so we're in the airplane now. First thing I like to do is obviously set your bag down. You're gonna want to check all the breakers. Run your hand along the right side. Run your hand along the left side. It's really hard to get to this point, but kind of throw your head over here. You want to see a flash for the flashlight to make sure the flashlights are charging. Check same on that side. Check all the safety equipment is there and there as well. It's nice that the RJ has pictures if you forget what's there. Flashlight, axe, and fire extinguisher right there. It's nice. Check the door. You got the green locks, or the green holes that be above the arrow there, and then the rope is there as well. So that's all good. If you got a jump seater, you have the jump seat oxygen right there. So, oh, that's cool. How did they get? Oh, I was like, how did Aerosoft get that in here? But I'm in the Hughes texture mod, so this will be a modded CRJ 900. Anyways, then you go through the safety checklist, which I'm going to do from my head, but you'd obviously read it and do it properly. But we're just going to do it. So we'll go ahead and say that the gear and flaps are, the gear's down, flaps are up, reverse is disarmed, spoilers are all the way retracted, thrust levers are cut off, the parking brake is pulled currently, landing gear manual deploy stowed, ADG is stowed, and the emergency flap is in the normal position as well. All right, cool, radar's off too. Let's go do the battery master on. Get all the beeps, cancel the warnings. Bring up the electric page. You're going to want to see 26, 27. That's good. Charging lights because nothing's charging the battery right now. So we'll hook up the ground power. And now that we have that ability to us, actually, I should mention we want 22 volts minimum on those batteries, which we do. Never going to have less than that in the sim. You could probably leave the battery running forever. After 5 minutes of just battery power, these screens will turn off because they've overheated. But that won't be in the sim, so... Anyways, external power is connected. You can see everything is looking good from the external power. Bus 1, bus 2, service bus is all powered. You do not need to click the DC service bus. You can leave that off. This switch should be off as well. There we go. That was the APU gen. Should be an off. Alrighty, so that's been established. We can go through our nav lights on. Oh my lord, this guy's checking the fake flashlights. Yeah, man, we're doing everything. You want to speed up, so we're gonna slow right down. Hey, are you Cap? Just tried to land my CRJ, but lost the speed, it bled off, and just sank to the ground. Yeah, that can happen. You gotta be on that power the whole time. What might help you, if you'd like, while you're practicing, is throw the HUD down, and that way you can use the HUD speed while looking out the window. You can try that if you'd like. There is a HUD, so feel free. Actually, you know what? That's actually a pretty good view. Let me save this on chase plane really quickly. I'm still kind of making my views up as I go here. That's pretty good too. All right. We'll probably change those later, but for right now, that's okay. Anyways, with that all sorted and everything's kind of done on that front, we can go down here and we can start our kind of originating check. So we're gonna get the IRSs all sorted out. Let me go ahead and actually get my PU Air Korea loaded as well. Oh, I knew it was gonna do this problem. I just knew it. Alright, I might have to restart OBS very quickly here. There we go. Now it should come back up. Alright, I'll just get back where we were. That was it. That's where we were. Nav lights are on too. Click all that off. Got my chats up and running again. We should be good to go here. Yeah, so anytime I pop this window to put it on my PU Air Korea, it OBS just detects that screen, that pop-out window, and it forever just goes to a black screen. I have yet to figure out how to not let it do that, because I basically can't use this CD on stream with you guys. So that kind of sucks. But anyways, we're gonna rifle along here. We'll get the IRSs on. And we're gonna go ahead and do index, FMS control. Mag sync is fine. Go ahead and update this GPS coordinate. Awesome. Taxi oxygen, we're not going to do that, but we go to the, what did I click? Armrest. Go to the overhead panel here. There we go. Thanks, CJ. Welcome. Yo, how's it going, CA5? Not bad, Aviation Bros. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the thumbnail, by the way. This was the picture that you sent me, so I appreciate that. Top left, everything's kind of where we like it. We'll do the fire test, but it doesn't really work well in the sim. The fire system test okay, all the lights, and you get lights on the cargo section down there as well. SOVs are off, lights are as we need them right now. Everything on the fuel wise is deselected and off. Our bleed air wing cross feeds normal. Our bleed valves are auto. Everything is okay there. APU is off, ignitions are off. Hydraulics will go all to the on position to do the test. And you can see all the backup pumps are all on. Which means they can all go forward. 3A would have been on for the walk around, but that's fine. Pressurization is basically set the way we want it. Air conditioning is basically set the way we want it, although I'm going to set these around here so when we do turn the packs on, it doesn't blow really cold air in. Our anti-ice test, And it should go back to the stat page there. Heat test okay. Windshield heat can go to low. Probes can stay off. Our seatbelt sign and no smoking goes on. Emergency lights go arm. We'll leave the seatbelts off for the time being. Right to left hand side on the glare sheet, everything's looking good. The autopilot disconnect is in the up position, so that's all good. Gonna do a stall test. For the stall test, our hydraulic 3A can come on. Oh no. You're kidding. Alright guys, this is not my day. Wait, can I like tell it to restore? Because now if I pull that, that cuts a hydraulic pressure. I wonder if it'll still work. Okay, well that part works. Because technically my hydraulic shouldn't work anymore. But I want to see if I energize the pumps. Yeah. They actually model that of all the things. Alright. CST, you can just take off, man. Just go. It's okay. I accidentally zoomed over and clicked the somewhere I didn't want to click, and it clicked the manual deploy. Hydraulic cutoff. And that one they chose to model, so. Where's my mouse? There we go. Careful turning the smoking sign on on the FS community? Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna leave it like this. Just make sure everything's good to go here. Yes, yes, that should be off. Yes. Yeah, that should be off. That should be off. I guess whatever could be on. Doesn't matter. Low. On. Perfect. Alright. Back in where we were. Hydraulic 3A on. Turn the stab trims on, which I think they already are. We set 6 degrees on the trim. And we're going to do our stall test here. Ignition. As test complete, we'll press our GPWS, but with Bora sound mods, the sounds don't work, but you get the messages there, so that all works. Go ahead and turn our hydraulic 3A back off. I'm going to click our CVR. You should have saw it. Nice, nice, nice. We got the green light. Whoa. Looking at the messages here, you wanted to verify when you actually powered up the airplane that nothing was here that shouldn't be here, like the APU fire fail or something like that. That would prevent you from going further. But everything's looking as normal there for now, so. And the lower pedestal. That works. Overheat fail works. Awesome. Everything else here is actually the way we like it and is set. Our reverses are armed, which is actually what we want to do. I see a lot of people pushing back with these disarmed. You can arm them at the gate. That's how we have them. Anyway, but nothing wrong, I guess, doing it later. Just don't forget it for the takeoff. Auto ground lift dumping is in auto. Spoilers are still retracted. Thrust levers and flaps are still fine. Radios are okay. We're still on VATSIM. So that's good. I don't really see... I think we have a tower here. No, we have JFK tower. I think we did have tower, but it went offline. Anyways. Stab and Mach trimmer on. Park and brake still engaged. We'll just spam these yaw dampeners because there's a glitch in the sim right now where they turn off but don't tell you they're off. So just spam those. And their HGP we're not going to set, but you would set that. But we're not going to, so... Alrighty, that just took 500 hours. Let's go ahead and start this thing up. Okay, I thought it was not going to work. Go aircraft. Now we'll go performance, actually. And we're going to load all our weights in. So flight plan, import, set payload and fuel. Because we're short in time, I'm just going to send this route to the FMS. That's not really a real feature, but whatever. Put that in there. 6.5 on the trim is what's required. I'll put 6.5 in there. And looks like we're at a takeoff weight of 77,000 pounds. That's pretty decent, actually. We can go ahead and do flap 20 for LaGuardia, dry, and we'll set all the speeds. And we'll go ahead and execute that. I've reconnected to VATSIM. I don't see anybody other than Newark's and JFK. There's not even a LaGuardia ATIS, so I think we're in, I think we got no one here. So we'll do .ctaf, KLGA. 18.7's the freak. 18.7 goes up there. And we'll put 22.8 down there. Alright, kind of caught up a little bit. Skymaster, hey, welcome, welcome. How you doing, my friend? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you guys. We have 2 streams going today, by the way, guys. We have the vertical and the horizontal stream, so I appreciate you guys in both streams there. Alright, let's take a look at the flight plan here. They got direct recce, Judd's, Cam, Jazdu, Peaberg. That's all as advertised. And weather-wise, just quickly check the weather in LaGuardia. The ATIS says they're using runway 4. I don't use runway 4 too often, so that should be a pretty nice one. And there's no departure, so it'll be the Newark 5 off runway 4. Just put that in there. Arrival. It'll be the Carter 5 via Peaberg. Won't pick an approach just yet. And this should just say 631. There you go. Performance. We're going to be cruising at 350. Love to use my PR Korea CDU for this, but I just can't with OBS. It doesn't like it at all. The alternate cruise of 18,000. There we go. And we got a fuel of 893 that matches that. It wouldn't real world because the APU burn is different, but that's a story for a different time. I think I have a video on it. And 0 fuel plus the fuel equals 77,360. We're burning 4 on the taxi, so that makes sense. And then our climb, it's going to be a 0 degrees on the ISA deviation. And we got minus 47, minus 50, and minus 46. So all headwinds on the way there. Amazing.
And LaGuardia 56 Jazz 779 crossing 2,500 at Ricky. Let's go.
Estimated time of departure 16:15. We're not going to make that, so 16:25 most likely. We'll enter that. And our reserve is 16:43. 400 pounds on the, actually it's 500 pounds for taxi they gave us. And we're going to flex. Let's go over here. Performance, takeoff speeds. And we got a flex temp of 32. 86.8. You would have to compare that to a chart or your TLR, your ACARS TLR, to see if that's the N1 required, but can't do that here, so that's all good. Our cruise speed. Our top of climb is going to be 261/0.77. 4 degree. Radio's auto. We're squawking 2 grand. Jazz 631. Right side on VNAV. I like Mr. Approach as well. Left side is on. That's it. Flight plan, copy active. Flight plan, copy active. Let's go up top and we can start up the APU. Click the left power fuel. APU and bite. LCV. LCV shouldn't happen until the APU is actually started and SOV's open and the door is open as well. Press the starter. Give you guys some sounds. Be sure, guys, to go check out Skymaster's channel as well. CST Flight Deck, Captain Jack. Alrighty. Here's the APU all started up. I'm going to press the electric page, and you're going to see the gen is off with the APU powered on. And then the APU generate auto takes over the load. We can go and get rid of the ground power switch, and then we can tell them to get rid of the ground power. Close all these doors up, get rid of the chocks.
LaGuardia
Oh, wait.
traffic. Good morning, Captain Jack at gate 69, Jazz
Captain Jack.
1227, getting ready for push and start.
That's funny. All right, go back to the status page there. Let's go ahead and give you guys a bit of a departure brief here. Let me get that going. On the Newark, or the LaGuardia 5. Oh, sorry, LaGuardia 7. Oh, that's 7 now? Holy crap. I thought they were still at 5. Oh, that's why it's not showing. There we go. I'll just show you that one. So, we're taking runway 4. We haven't been assigned a climb. It's probably just going to be... Probably the Pelham climb from memory is kind of what they usually give us. So we'll do this one. Climb heading a 044 500, then left turn to 040. So it's 4-degree left turn up to 5,000 feet. That's what we're going to be doing. Let me go ahead and set all this up. And Moby flight. So we're going to set 5,000 feet. Heading of 0, whoa, that's quick, 044. And we got our V2 plus 10 is already selected for us. We should not be in pitch and roll. That should be turned off. And we need the flight director to the right-hand side. And lastly, we'll do our altimeter and our MDA, which is our level off / acceleration height. So we're going to select this up to about 1,100 feet. There we go. And that's our altitude where we can start nosing down. Instead of climbing at V2 plus 10, we'll start nosing down to speed up to run this VT speed and start retracting flaps and all that great stuff. So that's the altitude we start to nose down, retract the flaps, go climb thrust, all that stuff. We start to do it starting there. Anyways, that's all set and ready to go. So it'll be a flap 8, that's wrong. It'll be a flap 20, runway 04. Flex rolling bleeds open. The anti-ice continuations are not required. Off runway 4 in LaGuardia 7 departure. It's heading to 040, then 500 feet, left turn 044, left turn 040, passing through 500 feet. And that's up to 5,000. There's no noise. Although we're probably just doing an aptitude anyways. That's your brief. Threats. Nothing really, it's a game. So we're having fun, there's no threat at all. Hydraulic 3A can come on, seatbelts can come on. We're going to set our elevation of Montreal, which is 120 from memory. I'll get these packs on and recirc on as well. 100 and 120 feet on the cabin or landing elevation there. That's all good. Let's go and get GSX all hooked up here. No, there's no ice warning. There's no ice at all. I thought you might enjoy that. I had mic problem. No worries, Jack. We're all just chilling. Thank you guys for watching. We got 36 of you guys in here. Really appreciate you guys in here. We got vertical stream up as well. Feel free to look at the vertical stream if you prefer that format. I know a lot of people don't. 5 Snipes, welcome. There is no icing conditions, so I'm not going to do that. Really quite a shame I can't use the PU Air Korea though. I love using it, but it never works with OBS, unfortunately. We're going to set up our clock a little bit there. Go to mode to GPS, ET on that guy. And we're pretty much good to go. So, I thought I clicked that on, but there we go. It should be on. If we go outside, you should be able to hear a whining sound. Well, I guess the APU is too loud, but right around here, when you do your walk around, you'd hear that hydraulic 3A. You'd hear a really loud whining sound on. And make sure we're still in 18.7. We are, and there's still no one controlling us. Yes. It's the wrong tug they're using, but that's okay. Now, in real life, this is actually under construction, but we're just going to go through it because, again, we're just having funsies. We'll go nose to the left. All right, before we do that, we'll go... Let's check the doors page. Brain fart. Doors are all closed. Pumps can go on. That door is closed as well. Beacon light on. Transponder to number 2. Park and brake off. Florida traffic jazz 631 pushing gate 51 face northwest. I said nose right, didn't I? I gotta go back in my stream to see, but I'm pretty sure I did. Oh well, we'll just turn. I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't. I think that's Captain Jack right there. Should actually be facing south, but whatever. Just ordered a Moza Yoke. How has your experience been with yours? Mine's pretty awesome. I love mine. I have to be honest though, my the Moza 86 they sent me, I was probably a little bit more blown away with. I think that's just because, like, when
that's me, CFI.
from flying in real world multiple airplanes with a yoke, I have a preconceived notion of what a yoke should feel like, and if it's not that, then I won't be, it's like, oh, it doesn't feel like that. But with the joystick, I've never flown, first of all, with a joystick, or secondly, like a fighter jet ever, so it's really cool to use it. What we're going to do, guys, is we're actually going to replicate as this would, because now we push this way anyway, so we might as well. This place is under construction in real life, so we're going to taxi this way, go under the bridge, and we're going to spit out the other side through that way. Alright, let's go ahead and start our engines up here. So we're going to start number, if it's the first flight of the day, we actually start 1 first. Okay, left engine start, we'll start the timer. And we're looking for 20% N2 with an ITT below 120, which it is, obviously. It's -2, so I don't think I've ever seen it actually at -2. Add our fuel at 20. Let's go back here and we can give you guys a good sound. I didn't notice left. Yeah, I probably did. Do you have the Sam Seam New York City pack? No, I don't. It probably lagged my game out though.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention, as we will now display the safety features of this aircraft.
Using the AB9 with the Yoke later, but I'm really impressed with the AB9. It's nice to have vague idea of when to trim instead of playing catch up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the AB9, I don't have the 9, I have the 6, but the AB9 I've heard is really, really good, even better than the 6. The problem I have with the AB9, as starter cut it as well, is it's just too big for my setup and where I'm going to mount it. But if you have the space and the layout for it, by all means, AB9 is definitely the way to go. Obviously, it's all more expensive as well. Starting right. You got 90 seconds that starter can be turned on. That's why we start the timer there. We'll add fuel on 2. Give you guys a view back here. I'll mute my mic there.
Strap over your head and breathe normally. In case of a water landing, life vests are located under your seat. Secure the vest around you and pull on the red strap to inflate it. As we prepare for takeoff, please take the time to make sure your seat is upright, your tray table is secured, and your seat belt is fastened. Thank you for your attention.
Beautiful Boris sounds. So I should have did a fuel check valve, but I didn't. But we would do that. So I don't think it's. It might work in the sim actually. But anyways, electrics have been checked. There we go. We'll go ahead and shut off our APU. Conditioned air can go on. Probes can get turned on. We're going to do a rudder check. And we're going full left, neutral, full right. Neutral, kind of, there we go. We're going to go ahead and turn the steering switch on. Back to the status page there. Taxi light on, parking brake off, and we're gonna get going. So the taxi we're gonna take today, let me find it here. I know my way, like how to get there. I just need to see all the different names so I can make my call a little bit. I think it's lane 8 to lane 9 and through lane 6, but we're just gonna go all the way maybe. It's hard to read the AMM chart though. It's not the biggest font in the world. It's basically lane 8, lane 9, or sorry, lane, yeah, 8, lane 9, lane 1, Bravo, short of 4. LaGuardia traffic's Jazz 631 taxiing lane 8, lane 9, lane 1, Bravo, short of 4. Having trouble with the flight plan profile. Gonna be a minute. Oh, no worries, Jack. What's going on? I think I'm passing you on the your just behind you here. Why is there a spoiler deployed? There we go.
Yeah, that's you.
Nice, nice. Now, we're just about to come up to the bridge, and in real world, what's very easy to forget is under these bridges here, we actually have to turn our internet off, the Wi-Fi. Not your phone, but like the actual aircraft's Wi-Fi, and that's so that I guess my best guess is to eliminate as much radiation that goes through as possible. Probably not going to do it, like, be bad if one airplane did it, but if every airplane's passing under that bridge with its Wi-Fi up, I think that's where it becomes a problem. Does the game have features that assist you as a real-life pilot? I mean, you could. It depends how you use it. So, if you're just gonna get in here and just, you know, load up your flight plan and Control-E hot start everything, then it's gonna be, and you know, you're not gonna follow anything, then, and have fun with it. You could do that, as you're probably already, if you're already licensed, we're talking about, then it doesn't really matter. But where it can assist you is practicing certain approaches you don't do often. You can do the hand flying will never assist you because it honestly no sim feels like the real thing. Not even the real ones feel that good, like the real big simulators. So that won't really help you too much. You can get an idea, I guess, but it won't be that close. An aircraft here, and we're just gonna hold for him. But I'm gonna hold right here. And that way I can, if I need to escape out to the right, I can do that. Anyways, that's where it can help. It can also help in your flows. So remembering, you know, doors, pumps, beacon, parking, transponder, parking brake. Remembering your flows is another one you can do. So that's where it can really help. ATC, VATSIM is a huge help to a lot of people who are usually just learning, but if you know, once you're at the airline level, I mean, you don't really need a sim, but getting to the airline level is definitely need a sim. So I suspect this is probably Mr. Yeah, we're just gonna, that's why I left my room, because I suspect it's a troll, so we're just gonna go around that. Good thing about the RJ is we can just whip around. He's gonna stop and go forward now. And so we're just gonna go off to the right. Watch, any money is gonna go forward. It's probably scrambling to stop his push and go full power. But the good thing about the RJ is we're underneath most aircraft's wings, so you can just skirt around. Alrighty. Getting pretty close to the runway here, so we're going to do our before takeoffs. It's going to go flap 8. Get our fuel crossflow man off. Maybe it wasn't a troll. Full left. Neutral full right. Neutral full down. And full up. Alrighty. Gonna check the N1 in a second. Guy made no calls at all.
Hello, LaGuardia traffic, Delta 5197, we're going to be taxiing Bravo runway, LaGuardia traffic.
Left on Bravo. N1's still 86 something. I don't have an N1 value to rep or to cross check that with, so we'll just say that's good. And runway departure could be heading, or it's runway 04 on the LaGuardia 7, heading 044, then left turn at 500 feet to 040. We'll be speed and heading mode for that up to 5,000 feet. And flaps, see, I'm wrong. The good thing I'm checking. It's flap 20 required and 27. I'll give you guys some flap sounds here. I'll be honest, I've deadheaded on a bunch of RJs. I don't really notice if I hear the flaps, but maybe you do. I've had time for the RJ in the past 3 months. Yeah, man, it's been busy. I worked all basically of the December holiday, so I've been playing a lot of DCS because of the new the new AB6 I got. And if you guys got the AB6 or the AB9 and just use it in Microsoft, I'm telling you, you're not wasting its potential. Well, you kind of are, in my opinion, but like in DCS, the telemetry data and the flight models are so much better. The AB6 and the AB9 just shine. It's fantastic over there, especially with the Warbirds or the F4. It's really, really cool with that stuff. Really appreciate you guys getting us to 13,013 subs. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. I'll give this call about now that we're going to be lining up here. That sounds realistic. Those are all the bins. LaGuardia traffic, Jazz 631 lining up runway 4. So I give it kind of early, actually. I thought this was the end, but we're just passing Yankee, so we'll go a little bit more. We'll check our little Navigraph traffic thing here as well to make sure there's no one else coming in or out. This is the ILS hold short line, so if LaGuardia was in IFR conditions, you'd have to stay short of that line instead of the regular hold short line to not interrupt the ILS signal. That can actually get you a failure on a check ride. So if it's full, you know, Cat 1, Cat 2, whatever airport you're at, weather, and you don't stop at those IFR hold short lines, ILS Cat 1 or Cat 3 line, you failed. Well, not really failed, but it won't work out for you that well. All right, let's turn the cameras on for you guys. So you can see we got the Moza AY210 Yoke here, and then I'm displaying the wing control MCP for the autopilot right now. Make sure you get your togas in chat, guys. If you guys are members of the channel, I really appreciate all of you guys are members. Be sure to spam those togas, or flexes, I guess, in this case. Do they answer you back? Who? Oh, the people I'm talking to right now. There's no ATCs, so they would if there was controllers online.
LaGuardia traffic, Jans 1228, ready for pushback and gate 69.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're all lined up. I didn't do my checks, did I? Whoops, I'm talking too busy here. Do all that. We got toga or takeoff config's okay, TOTO is all good, and 4 is verified. So let's go. LaGuardia traffic, Jazz 631 rolling, runway 4. We want to see a stable N1 of 70 to 75. And then we go 2 clicks up into the flex. This runway is actually pretty bumpy, and there's actually a dip at the end here that's coming up. There's 80 knots and checked. Not too much wind today. It's already bouncing and wants to fly. V1 rotates. Those sounds. Just ease her into the air. Alright, gear up. Speed mode. Climb 151. I'll zoom in for you guys a little bit. Heading mode. We got heading. Through 500 feet, a left turn 044. We're about to pass our 700 feet here.
LaGuardia traffic, Delta 5197 lining up runway 4, LaGuardia.
Not 700, I meant 1100 feet, which is our slowdown time. So now we're going to start dipping that nose down. We're looking for VT. Sorry, not VT. We're looking for V2 plus 12 or plus 20. What am I saying? Anyways. 12 to 20. Flap 8. I'll give you guys a view for this. Yeah, not much of a sound with those engines blaring. Now it's V2 plus 20. I'll give you guys a sound for flap 1.
LaGuardia traffic, Delta 5197 departing runway 4.
And flap 0. Climb thrust. I'll kind of stay at that VT speed as much as I can. Zoom in so I can see the screen here. I give myself higher. We'll give ourselves up to 8,000 feet. And we're still in heading mode. But I'm going to stay on this altitude for a bit, or this speed for a bit, just so I can punch through this cloud layer. I'm going to go throw the wing and cowl anti-ice on as well. It's just probably going to get colder as we climb through this layer here. And we're going to go ahead and get the airplane stabilized and autopilot's engaged. Now we're going to give ourselves direct Grecki. FMS 2 is armed and captured. There we go. There's no point really to accelerate here. Look at the climb rate I'm getting, 3,000 a minute. I really want to get that steep angle, right? Our VT climb. I can hold this speed up to 20,000 feet in the CRJ. There's that temperature dropping, so we got the wings and cowls on already to prevent any ice accumulation. You want to get it on prior to entering the ice, rather than being in ice and turning it on. That won't work out too well for you. Now, LaGuardia does like to get fast in real world, so they wouldn't like us at 200 for too long. So we'll select our climb of 250. And I'm just going to give myself up to 35,000. Notice as I tell it to accelerate, it can only do one or the other. It can either climb really quick or it can accelerate. We're still getting 1,500 feet a minute though, while we're accelerating, which is not bad. Once we get above 230 knots, with no ice, no green ice light here, we can select the wing anti-ice off. Now let's do the rest of our after takeoffs here. Landing light, our autocross fleet there, and reversers can get disarmed. Now that we're acquiring 250 knots, the airplane will start to nose up a bit more. I'm gonna give myself direct cam. We fly Empire F-28 with LaGuardia as my hub. Oh, that's nice. How are you enjoying that? F-28, it looks like a really cool plane, actually. Still got the cowl anti-ice on.
LaGuardia traffic jams 1228. We'll be taxiing via taxiway 9 to Bravo to runway 04. Jazz 1228 LaGuardia.
Ian and Lucky, I appreciate the togas and the flexes. There's through 10,000 feet. We're still going to hold that 250. 10,000 lights out. The pressurization is checked. The belt's on. Everybody is seated, and flight attendants included. And the radio's set here. I'll get rid of the control cam.
ACFI, I'm finally taxiing for the runway.
Nice, nice. We'll see you there. Alright, breaking through the layer. I'm going to accelerate now. We're going to go vertical speed 1,500 feet per minute. And we're going to do a 280 knot climb. So the reason I use vertical speed is if I just dial up my climb 280, the airplane's going to basically level off. Not level off, but it does 600 to 800 feet a minute, where ATC still wants you climbing. So 1,500 feet per minute still gets a nice acceleration out of it. We're out of the soup. There's no ice light reported on the ICAS number 2, so no ice plus no clouds. Cowls can come off. Didn't pick up any ice through that, so that was pretty good. Alright, we're coming up on 280. I'm going to start increasing my vertical speed here. And we are going to press my climb button now. Oh, so close. Climb 280. Sometimes in real world what I'll do, if it's going to be a very big kind of, if it's going to nose up a lot or nose down to catch the climb, I'll do turb and then speed mode. And turbulence mode will sometimes, well, usually just smooths out how aggressive it's going to pitch. Turn all these off now. Don't need any of those lights. Appreciate you guys watching. You guys definitely love the CRJ streams. I gotta see you guys in the DCS streams a bit more. So what I'm doing that with is Chase Plane. Chase Plane gives you those flyby views. Really, really cool stuff. I think CSC's already landed. But I'm in no rush. I'm just having fun. And real world, guys, when you are flying, if you do fly end up flying real world, there's no rush. No emergency dictates. You don't need a rush to anything, any sort of emergency. If there's even a fire, you know, smoke/fire in the cockpit's the only one where the panic and the rushing will start to set in naturally. But even with an engine fire, these engines can burn for quite a while before they're actually designed to shear off as well on fire. But I think they can burn for up to 20 plus minutes, 30 plus. You know, it's a long time. It doesn't seem like a long time, but in an emergency situation, your first instinct is to rush. So you need to calm that down and make rash decisions. So I'm never in a rush. We're all just chilling. Usually the FAs are in a rush, but a little bit of turbulence there. We kept the belts on for a reason. So, but yeah, if you guys ever do real world flying, you know, from 172 all the way up to the A380, there's never a rush. As much as you can, try to slow down. If you get that rushing gut feeling that you're maybe missing something or you're going a little too fast, take it slow it down, and you'll find that throughout your career, the faster and the better, the less mistakes. Oh, we got someone to talk to. Boston Senna, 34-7. 34-7. So if you guys are scared of talking ATC, all we're going to tell them is the altitude we're climbing through and the altitude we're going to, and our call sign, obviously. And that's about it. So
Boston Center, squawk 5342.
5342, Canada 772.
Center good day, Jazz 63121, climbing flight level 350.
690 with you, flight level.
Aw, step right on him. Oh well.
Jazz 690, Boston Center.
Aw.
557.
Wait for him to reply here.
Squawk 5557.
We're gonna get ready to type a squawk code in.
Delta 3479, descend and maintain level 240.
240, 34.
Center Jazz 63122, climbing flight level 350.
Jazz 631, Boston Center, squawk 2236.
2236, Jazz 631. It's in there. It's in there. We're on ATC 2.
5399, approaching EXPO, squawking 5627.
Hey, is the CRJ doing better in SU4? It's the
Delta
performance is great. I'm gonna lower VATSIM a little bit.
Radar contact. Descend at pilot's discretion.
Let me know if you guys can hear VATSIM, by the way.
Discretion, Pub 240.
I think you can, but just let me know.
Boston Center, November 135, Romeo, ready for taxi.
I'm gonna lower that a little bit. There we go. Anyways, SU4, the flight model is a little interesting. The LNAV is a little interesting. Although actually the whole autopilot sometimes in FMS is a little interesting. Glide slope following,
692 radar contact.
So it needs some work. In 2020 it was a little better, but in 24 we do have to do a bit of work on it. Well, not we, but them, and hopefully they'll allow me to help them again.
Jazz 690 radar contact for traffic. Descend and maintain level 350.
A good saying, nothing fast ever happens in a jet. It's a
31 radar contact. Climb maintain level 330. That'll be your final for traffic.
330 is the final, Jazz 631. Alrighty, so let's go on arm 330. Is set and confirmed there. Let's also go change it here so our calculations can all be correct.
6645, Delta 5190.
Center Jazz 8696, press copy 10, please.
That's 8696. Descend and maintain flight level 240.
On the 240, Jazz 8696.
Thanks, CST.
Yes, 779 cross EBSOT at
Hans will
maintain 1000, Burlington Altimeter.
Hans will continue to update the CRJ. I believe so. I believe the intention is to continue updating it.
Speedbird 1776, clear direct to Ocean.
You're gonna fly in Atlanta for 80-hour event at all? Oh, when's that? I'm doing London, Atlanta right now. I'm not gonna do one of those, but I might take like an A320 or something. I haven't flown the 320 in a long time, and we have all that gear for it. But I'm kind of itching. I'm already itching to do DCS right now. That new AB6, it's fantastic.
Ninja 1600 Boston Center, climb maintain flight level 230.
All right, let's start getting set up for Montreal arrival here. So let's see what weather that's gone on over there. It's VFR, great viz, high cloud, winds calm. It's one of the most perfect days, actually. Speaking of which, a light wind and light airplane in the CRJ will be your worst landing. If you have a nice steady heavy wind, the short plane flies a lot better. I used to be okay with flying until I got put on a puddle jumper from Newark to Elmira with a whole we had a ton of pockets and we're dropping what is like hundreds of it. I'm now scared to get back on a plane. Nah, you'll be fine. I get on planes 30 times a month. You'll be fine. You'll be just fine. If you get on the bus, you can get on a plane.
Runway 5, taxi.
All right, 080 is the wind down there in Montreal. So we're going to be using the 6s. Most likely 6 left is usually what they use, but Montreal will screw you up all over the place. So we'll plan 6 left on the Carter 5.
Okay, Roger, maintain VFR. November 1713 Mike, wind.
Gonna wait till we're above these almost cumulus looking clouds, and we're going to take the belts off when we get there. Really appreciate all you guys stopping in, pressing the like button and all that. Be sure to hit that like button, by the way. Thanks for all the subs. We need one more to 13,020. Now, if you guys don't know my approach technique or approach setup technique, It's weather weights plates. So I've gotten the weather. I know the arrival runway, or for the most part. Next thing is my weight. So what's my landing weight going to be? So performance. We're sitting at a zero fuel weight of 68,000.
Release for departure, clearance void off and on off by
So we'll call it 68.5.
00. Time now
Now, in real life, it should give you a fuel at destination, a prediction. It should also give it to you right there, but that doesn't work sometimes. So, what we're going to do is I'm just going to look at the flight plan.
26 Kilo Victor, 9 miles Creel, flight level 350.
The flight plan is predicting us to land at 4,600 pounds of fuel. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my current zero fuel weight, which shouldn't change, and I'm going to add my predicted landing fuel on top of that.
26 Kilo Victor, Boston Center, radar contact, maintain 250.
So we'll be landing roughly at 73,000 pounds.
Maintain 350, expectations.
With that information, we'll go over here. 73,100.
Canada 692, same
6 left. It is dry. Refresh the METAR. And we'll calculate that. Reverses are none because it's not contaminated, so we don't need to use reverse. We use idle reverse. That's about it. We don't add any speed. If you guys are used to flying the Boeings and the Airbus and stuff, we don't add VREF plus 5 automatically. It's VREF, at least at the company I fly at. And then if there's any wind shear or any gust, you add half the gust factor. So if the wind is 20 gusting 30, the gust is 10 knots, 20 to 30 is 10, half of 10 is 5. That's where you'd add 5, or whatever number it happens to work out to. So we'll leave it on VREF. Oh no. They got spacing.
Jazz 8696 descend via the J-Fun to arrival, runway 33 left, Boston altimeter 3011.
I think it was more every passenger was freaking out and I was the only male trying to calm people. Funny story. Everyone on the plane knew my family and I didn't know. It's an interesting situation.
3011 on the altimeter, cabin.
Alrighty, so 73,000 pounds. I would flip our speed card to the 73,000 pound card landing or weight landing. That was not words. 73,000 weight landing card. Sure, close enough. And then I'll start setting up the V2 in the go around, the VT, and our MDA and all that kind of stuff. So let's go over here to the iPad. There it is.
Can you respond on the frequency?
They're going for 152 and
152. Can you respond on the frequency?
Not us. So 146 and 152 is already set. Oh, look at that! Oh, we got a big increased performance shear there. We're gonna leave climb thrust for a little bit here. I'm not gonna take it out of climb thrust. We got alts cap 32 for 33. Huge increase shear. Got the belt still on for a reason.
1351.
Oh, we're gonna go fast till he tells me not to.
That's at 1600. Climb, maintain flight level 340.
Flight level 340. Net at 1600.
Alright, we're alts capping around 33,000. Obviously a little earlier than planned because we're supposed to go to 35. But we're looking for 6,000 pounds in the climb. Our top of climb, we got 65, so we're 500 above unplanned, and we're 1,500 above minimum fuel. Oh, that.
I'm hoping that's Jazz 1227. The transmission was broken, completely unreadable. If it is Jazz 1227, have no flight plan on file, and say your intentions, please.
Oh yeah, Jack's mic's not working there. Alright, the VT's all set up.
Boston Center, sorry, Jazz 1227. We're having some mic PTT issues. We are at flight level 159 for 370. We'll try to get that flight plan to you. Stand by.
Okay, are you going to Montreal or somewhere else?
Yeah, Montreal.
Okay, roger. Jazz 779, leave my airspace. Montreal.
All right, MDA is 300 in Montreal, but with the temperature correction, it's 320. So we've gone ahead and do that.
79, same for you. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved today.
ILS freaks, there's two ways, or I guess there's three ways type of frequency, and it's 1093. You can either do it here, and then scroll it, You can type 1093 and enter it there, or you can type in the identifier, which is IUL. Well, that's the wrong freak, so that didn't work. But that, in real world, that does work. 1093. Good try, Aerosoft. Good try. 1093 is set up as well. We'd set up the HCP, but I'm not using the HUD and it doesn't really work in the sim, so we're not going to do that. And last is the FMS. 6 left, legs page. We'll connect P-Berg there. Below 11, 220 below 9, 210 below 4, 210 above 3 below 4. I'm just checking the star. Connect to the Vector starting Exulta, 3000. Burrow at 1520. Temp comp will be 1650. All those, you know, I'm actually not going to do that because in the sim the temp comp doesn't exist, so we won't touch that. 6 left. On the 73 card, they want me ref of 146, which is completely off. It'll be 130.
Okay, Boston Center, Jazz 1228. You should have that flight plan now. Sorry about that.
And then in the hold, 208/3000. We'll execute that.
We'll squawk 1553, Jazz 1228.
Checking at a 922 radar contact.
So that's weather weights plates. Get the weather, you know your arriving runway, and the weather you're going into, and the approach and all that. Weight, get your landing weight, which gives you your landing speeds and landing distance and all that great stuff. And then plate, look at the ILS chart or whatever chart you're using, RNAV, whatever. Set the MDA, set the freak up, and then cross-reference the star and approach in the FMS, and then execute at the end there. All right, it's been relatively smooth for a bit. Let's go and do belts auto.
Request direct whale for track.
And while we're waiting here, I'm gonna go get some more water.
Super 26 Kilo Victor.
Direct whale 26 Kilo Victor, thanks.
Number 350 Foxtrot, contact Boston approach 133.0.
133.0, 355.
Yes, 8696, contact Boston approach 133.0.
133.
Sorry about that.
Yep.
Hopefully all your holidays were good. You know, had a Merry Christmas or whatever you celebrate. Linko temperature correction for DAL altitude. What's DAL? Decision altitude? Yes. If you mean decision altitude, then yes. If you look at any approach chart, any altitude on that chart other than AGL is all in MSL or ASL, which means it's prone or is susceptible to barometric altimeter error, and she'll have to temperature correct all those altitudes. And misapproach height, FAV cross, MDA, all that stuff has to be temp comped. MSA sector as well.
Arrival at 33 left, whatever, and 3011 for
The states have different rules than Canada. Actually, every country probably has different rules, but
1750 direct ocean speed bridge.
lower V pilot, still a bit more. It's still a bit loud. I'll give you guys a briefing here. Let's do the other one. We'll be descending via the Carter 5. We're coming in via P-Berg, so we'll follow the restrictions en route. It'll bring us for the left downwind, basically. Ending at Meg 2 on a right downwind. And we'll be self-vectored most likely. I don't think there's ATC on right now, but it'll be self-vectored to ILS runway 6 left. It'll be a visual backed up by the 6 left. And so that brings me to this chart. It'll be a visual backed up by the ILS 6 left, page 11-1, effective 7th of August. Loca 1093 has been set left and right. Final approach course is 057. The glide path check, Burpu at 1520. MDA 320 set right, which is temp comp. MSA high sector is 3,300 feet, but that's based on the Montreal VOR, which is all the way over here from memory.
And we have a hotel at Boston for Delta 45.
Should show on the chart where it is. But the Montreal VOR is not. Yeah, you can see 16. Montreal VOR is somewhere up there. So we'll be in the 3,000 sector. The missed approach is 700 feet. Runway heading, then a left turn, 3,000, heading 355, intercept Wild VOR. Inbound to the VOR and hold. In the event of misapproach, either person can call ground, including ATC. I'll select Toga button and call Toga. Check thrust, flap 8, gear up, speed mode, heading mode. And we'll go from there. No pappies, can't afford them. ALSF Type 2 lighting.
No, 300.
6 left, we're going to exit right side, most likely Bravo 3, Bravo 6.
Jazz 690 in the transition.
That's not us. We'll be parking at these 60 gates over here as well.
Jazz 690 in the transition, maintain 290 for now. Okay, everybody stop talking except for me. Everyone stand by. Jazz 690 in the transition, maintain 290 for now.
Uh-oh.
690, Boston Center.
Sorry, go ahead for Jazz 690.
Okay, like the 6th time now, Jazz 690 in the transition, maintain 290 knots.
Transition 290 knots, Jazz 690, sorry about that.
Yeah, there's like 30 aircraft in circuit, so you guys have to listen. Jazz 631, descend and maintain level 240.
240, Jazz 631.
Okay, someone was trying to call me, go ahead.
Alright, down to 240, second confirm. We'll go vertical speed. We'll give them 1,000 feet per minute. And we'll bring our thrust roughly to this screw. That's usually where she likes to live on 1,000 feet per minute. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, let me bring that window out. Fuel-wise, we're estimating that's going to be wrong. Let's see. 1,000 pounds extra. So we're going to have about 2,000 pounds of extra gas on top of our reserve. So we'll be able to do probably one, maybe even... Yeah, 2 would be a stretch, but maybe 2 VFR approaches if they can do very quick ones. But if not, we're off to the alternate, which is... Let me find what that alternate was. Alternate of Ottawa. Questions, comments, concerns? You can see that speed holds really well. 1,000 a minute. Put it just roughly where the screw is. And it works out. Let's get our recording software up.
Maintain 310 knots or greater using the published speeds at autumn. Autumn on the arrival.
Where can I find the chart for temperature correction? Just look up online IFR temperature correction chart. Any of those will work just fine. In real world, it's in our iPad / it's also in our QRH. But you'll find it in the cap gen if you're looking for Canadian stuff. But if you just look up like generic IFR temperature correction chart, you'll find it.
Descend by the JFund to arrival. Runway 33 left, 280 knots. Boston altimeter 3008.
Now, because we have this pretty big headwind going on, I'm going to do a 4.2 descent. Yeah. See how the sim handles that. We'll execute that. And what we're also going to do is I'm also seeing if our descent currently is working out. Maybe I have to send more. Maybe, you know, I can't really do less than 1,000, but right now LAT's above 11 wants 1,400 feet per minute, and then EBDOT below 11,000 wants 1,200 feet per minute, so we're still fine. I'm gonna wait till this number shows about 2,500 feet per minute, and that's where I'm gonna start steepening it. He descended us pretty early though, so it might not even happen.
Let's do 410. That'll be your final for direction of flight.
410, final for direction of flight. 410.
And then before Romeo leaving my airspace, center offline radar service terminated. Change group today. And someone was trying to check in, second.
Advice, take 2 Golf 500 to inward entry.
Advice, 32 Golf, Boston Center Squawk 1330.
13330, C2 Golf.
Air Canada 772.
By the way, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you go check out my brand new AB6 review on the Moza AB6. It's a fantastic piece of hardware. If you fly anything with the stick, even an Airbus, but you know, fighters, DCS stuff, you'll love that thing. It's fantastic.
XC62.
Only been in the air for 28 minutes. We're already starting our descent.
ILS 6 approach, is what I'm understanding.
I did give myself direct cam, so I did cut a little bit of it off. But
you expect the ILS 6, descend and maintain 5,000.
And we're at 13,021 subs. Appreciate all you guys doing that.
62, enable clear direct.
And the donations and the memberships were very, very grateful for that during the Christmas season there. So thank you so much for that, guys.
New York first sector for Kennedy, offline radar service terminated. Pick up the change for today.
Good day.
American 221, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 33 left, Boston altimeter 3008.
This will be a Roebuck 3 and Boston altimeter 3008 and runway 33 left, American 221.
It's not looking like we got anybody on in Montreal, unfortunately.
Approach 133.0.
133.0.
Boston Center, November 135, Romeo, ready at runway 5.
Number 135, Romeo. Make sure your patience, wind calm, proceed on course from my 5-6 takeoff.
Clear for takeoff.
All right, let's take a look at that descent. Now it still wants 1200, so we're still okay. Yeah, he descended us quite early, so we're not really going to get to do the descent profile that I want to.
008, we'll plan on 30 left and descend by the Ocean 5 arrival, speedbird 1776 heavy.
NetJet 1600, climb maintain, flight level 400.
Flight level 400, NetJet 1600.
Hey guys, we do have a vertical stream on as well if you guys prefer the vertical format for your phone.
Advise 32 Golf radar contact.
Whatever you'd like.
Flight level 380. The times are 400, on frequency.
This guy's having a hard time today. There's not a lot of people replying to him.
Resume the published speeds at autumn. Contact Boston approach 133.0.
Published speed at autumn 133.0.
Boston Center, Southwest 297. I see you to be off course. Can you give me vectors to the next waypoint, please?
Southwest 2987. Sure. Turn right heading.
Sure.
And when able, clear direct rifle.
Turn right heading 230, clear direct rifle.
Once again, guys, we're partnered on the channel with a bunch of awesome companies, so feel free to look at the description down below. If you want to save some money on Contrail, I have a discount code. If you want to save some money with ProDesSim, I got a discount code. Tobii Eye Tracker got a discount code. So a bunch of discounts down in the description. Feel free to take a look at what you want to buy. Maybe you'll get a discount. Some companies that don't have a discount but affiliate link, and I really appreciate you guys using those affiliate links as well. So thank you so much for what you've done so far.
And Boston 26 Kilo Victor, we can't get any wind data. Possible.
Probably should have flown Airbus or Boeing here, man. I have forgotten too much stuff. Yeah, man. The RJ's a handful.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Victor.
She won't take care of you like an Airbus or an Embraer or a Boeing. Well, the 37 won't take care of you in some ways either, but the rest of the Boeings will. Like the 777's all automatic.
721, 10.8 for 14,000 on the stock.
Stand by Waxy 62, cross center at about 3,000, clear to ILS runway 6.
CRJ won't take care of you. Q400 won't take care of you at all. Probably less actually than the RJ will.
Boston Center, climb maintain level 230.
The thing with the Q is they have obviously has props and they're not counter rotating, so got a lot of torque and propeller factors to think about there with the yaw.
Climb maintain flight level 240. 340, correction, sorry.
Boston Center, Delta 2222, leveling 14,000.
Delta 2222, Boston Center, climb maintain flight level 300.
I maintain flight level 300, Delta 2222.
Yeah, Boston Center, good afternoon. 9,200 for
It's 25 for 240.
Making 1048 Boston Center, climb maintain flight level 230. Yeah, 690. Resume the published speeds at autumn. Contact Boston approach 133.0.
Oh god, this Jazz 9. Okay, he's responded good. I thought he wasn't going to respond.
And published speeds at autumn, please.
Published speed at autumn.
Or 135 Romeo, radar contact. VFR altitude, your discretion. Resume on navigation.
Alt's cap.
Resume navigation.
24 grand. Add a little bit of thrust.
Lexi 62, wind calm, runway 6, clear to land.
I need a private tutoring session for the for this aircraft, buddy. Fun and love it, but I know I'm not doing it right on VATSIM 2. Guess I'm brave. Yeah, man. Yeah, anytime. I'm off coming up from the 2nd to the 10th. The 10th, sorry. So, yeah, you let me know.
Okay, so you took off from a controlled airport without permission. Nope. It's a Class Delta airport, 24/7.
Dang.
Stand by. Just maintain VFR.
I love the controllers, man. They're really playing it up like a rural controller, which is good. It keeps the realism in there.
1228. Can I step away for 2 minutes?
Negative. You can't, Jack. He's working on this guy's.
1228. Sure. Flight level 330 is going to be your final in 2 minutes off frequency.
My speed is so slow climb.
That,
we'll get together.
330 and frequency change approved. Thanks for your help here, Jazz 1228.
Jack.
631. Cross Eb.F. Maintain 11000. Burlington altimeter 3007.
007 Eb.11. Jazz 631.
Delta 5190.
All right. Eb.dot at 11,000. Wants us to cross at it. Not below, so we'll put that in a hard altitude there. We'll set up 11,000 for us here as we've been cleared down. What I was going to say, Jack, is make sure it says, press the speed button on the autopilot panel. Make sure it says climb, set it to 280 knots, and make sure in the climb thrust. So climb 280, climb thrust, and then also obviously make sure your gear and flaps and all that stuff are up. Right now we need 1,700 feet a minute. I'm going to wait on that a little bit.
Eb.1 1000, Delta 5197.
And Canada 922, leaving airspace near center offline, radar service terminated, frequency change crew.
We're going to wait until this requires about 2,600 feet per minute or so. But yeah, for sure, Jack. We'll get together.
American 221, contact velocity approach 133.0.
33.0, American 228.
Speedbird 1776. Say what? Maintain 14,000, 14,000. Turn left heading 090.
Maintain 14,000, left turn 090, Speedbird 1776.
Be extra for a delay for volume in the airspace.
Roger, it's just going to be a delay for volume, Speedbird 1776. Interrogative, do you want us to hold at Ocean?
Negative.
He's itching to hold.
14,000, 090.
Don't try to control the controller, just do what he says.
Southwest 1760, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Maintain flight level 240, Southwest 1760.
Good morning, 2225, 11,000, climbing 1442,000.
Sorry, 158, Boston Center. Thanks for your patience. Climb maintain level 230.
Climbing to 330.
Sorry, 158.
Alright, I've got 122. We're kind of getting there.
Qatari 158 climbing to 230.
American 1048, climb maintain level 300. Victor 5803, Boston Center, climb maintain level 320. Victor 5803, Boston Center, climb maintain level 320. United 2220.
Another minute, and we should have the descent profile we want. We're trying to go for a 3,000 foot per minute descent, which will allow us to do idle thrust and be the most efficient we can do.
Boston Speedbird 26 Kilo Victor, request 10 out of cockpit, next estimate 15 minutes beyond.
Speedbird 26 Kilo Victor, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, Monk is offline.
Approved, the Monk is offline. Thank you for your help, 26 Kilo Victor.
Yeah.
You want to step away? Service terminated.
I got to call it, man. This thing just crashed on me. I figured that's why it drifted me out into the ocean.
There's 2,600. Let's do it. Vertical speed. 3,000. This airplane reacts to the vertical speed a little too aggressively. You see how aggressive that is? I'm going to go idle thrust.
Left turn 270, speedboard 1776 heavy.
Now it wants 27. Perfect. So we're starting 300 early. It wants 27. I'm doing 3,000.
3 digit for your Delta 6 on Papa Bye. Bye-bye. Jazz 631, leaving my airspace. Montreal Center offline, radar service terminated. Frequency change approved today.
22, have a good day, Jazz 631. Well, that was short-lived on the ATC side.
28 chase.
Montreal's probably 19.9. Oh my god, no, go back in. Why did they change the zoom button? I gotta change that. Make sure the rolls are... Alright. So annoying. Let's make sure I can still hand fly this thing. And let's check on the flight control page, because it should be able to be brought back. Yes, alright, good. Autopilot engaged, status page back. Alright, so we're going to be crossing LATs above 11, which is what we want. And then we'll be passing at 11,000 at UPDOT. So notice it's saying we're going to be a little shy. That's fine, because we're going to use the extra time to slow our speed eventually down for the next one, which is going to be done up. So we're going to wait until this says about 1,200 feet per minute, if it ever gets there, 12 to 1,300 feet per minute, and that's when we're going to bug and change our vertical speed to 1,200, 1,300 feet per minute. So a little bit of a game we play in the RJ world of how close can we, basically like a VNAV, how close can we just thread that needle there? All right, 007 is set. Hope you guys are enjoying the CRJ content. Mr. Owls, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. How's the flying going? You're working on commercial now, or are you doing an instrument? About to insert our favorite line once you answer. Got 40 of you guys in the chat. Really appreciate all you guys stopping by. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. You guys answer. Obviously, I guess. All right, poll is live in the chat, in the horizontal stream chat, that is. If you guys don't know who Owls is as well, be sure to go check out Mr. Owls' channel. He makes a lot of content in the flight sim world, and if you don't know him, then you should know him. So go check him out. I don't start instrument till next year. What the heck, really? College, we are working on my high perf and complex. Oh, I forgot you guys have that stuff over there. Yeah, you got like the high, like the endorsements and all that. We do a little differently here, but oh, that's good. I guess you're on like a 182 or something. I never actually got to fly the 182. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna select a vertical speed of 1,000 feet per minute, and we're gonna set it down to 8,000 feet. We're gonna keep our thrust up just to hold. Well, actually, no, we're pretty much good. We'll leave it at idle thrust. And we'll slow for 250 knots through 10,000. We're going to continue. We're going to pass this at 11 and continue down for down up below 9. I guess down up is 220. So I'll set 250 to start with, and then we'll slow down as we go. 3110. Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never flown that either. Why was that? I want some more RJ flying. Cool, 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 cool. I got to look this up. Cessna. I assume it's a Cessna. 310 Quebec. Oh, you're in a twin. Oh, that's pretty cool. You probably like the twin a lot better. At least I love the flying the twin compared to flying the 172. The 172 like doesn't want to take off, but when it does take off, it doesn't want to land. Like it just flies like a weird airplane. In my opinion, it is stable, but it just flies weirdly. Whereas like the twins, they just like it feels like an airplane. Like you flare it, and it wants to flare. It wants to like touch down nicely. So the twin should be a lot of fun. Ebb.at 11. That was pretty decent. Let's go over to 19.9, or is it 19.1 in Montreal? Let me go quickly check here. .ctaf 19. Oh wait, not that. YUL 19.9. All right. Montreal traffic's Jazz 631 on the Carter 5, passing Ebb.at 11,000, descending 8,000, and we're planning a visual 6 left. All right, coming up on.
Very good.
Coming up on 10,000 feet. We're going to go lights on. Pressurization is checked. Give them a double ding. Perfect. Oh, don't do that. Jeez. Landing weight for 73,000 pounds. That'll be a good card, and we'll go and box that up. We're good to go. All right, 220 coming up, so we'll do idle thrust, 220 knots. Shouldn't.
That's 631. What is that? A good place to get some poutine around there.
I don't know. It's been quite a while since I based there. We're just going straight up Italian to each other. Poutine. You know what the funny thing is? I never actually had poutine in Montreal. I think I ordered. Obviously, the smoked meat sandwich is what I go for there personally, but I think it was Dunn's. I think Dunn's has the. From memory, I think Dunn's was the original one. I could be wrong though, or no, not Cat's Deli. There's an original one. I think it's Dunn's. No, that doesn't sound right. But there's an original smoked meat that was good. But I've tried other ones in Montreal that are better personally. But I go for the smoked meat. I'm not a big poutine guy. There's 9 for 8,000. I'm just gonna give myself a heading here, so we're gonna cut this off. Go off the star. I'm gonna go ahead and sequence this up. It should prompt me with a. That's a bug. It should prompt me with a course. I don't want to go to. Whoa, airplane. But yeah, it should prompt me with that. Alt's cap at 8,000. Let's continue on down to 3,000 vertical speed. Let me try doing this. Let me connect it. And once I've connected it, let me go up here, legs. No, don't do that. Man, this is what's broken in the current one. It shouldn't do that, but alright, whatever. I'll just do direct that, and then here. Okay, there we go, 057. That's all I wanted, airplane. Perfect. Okay, we've sequenced that. Go green needles on the right, green needles on the left. The course is always wrong on the right side because it's still bugged. 057 is the course, and we're set to go. You gotta watch this airplane in real life quite a bit, but you gotta watch it even more in the sim because it'll nothing's ever works. So Virtual, hey, welcome. Virtual Flight Diaries, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a member as well. Yes, sir, my CFI got a job for a small airline, so he's not working till he's class 8 next month. He was like, you want to fly with me. We can get you some endorsements on the way. Yeah, it's always kind of crappy when your instructor leaves. It's a necessary evil, of course. You're probably going to do it to someone else as well. Let's do speed mode, descend 220. I think Schwartz is the OG. Yeah, that's what it was, Schwartz. Mr. Mello, go to Schwartz if you're ever in Montreal. Just go download a BMW mod for Flight Sim, drive off the airport, and and go to Schwartz. I wish that default New York City looked good. I don't want to spend 15 on the city pack. It doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look great. All right, go flap 1. Flap 8. We're got full board, so we're just going to descend this thing on in. Actually, I don't even need to do full boards. Nice, and bring those back. Perfect. Watch out of traffic, it's Jazz 631, approximately 10 mile right base, 6 left. Not got this P42 out. I'm gonna go fishing. Nice. You know, you were laughing at that, but my dad does FSX Steam Edition. Or maybe he's on P3D now, but whatever. Titanic voyages. I'm not joking. He does like 1 to 2 week things on that. All right, we're gonna end the poll, and you guys have decided. Where'd it go? Most of you guys want to go to Toronto, so we'll continue on into Toronto. Let's go ahead and cut this approach off a little bit here. We're going to keep it going down. We're on a visual, so we'll go vertical speed. About 1,000 a minute or so. Actually 700 a minute. Add a bit of thrust. We're going to press our Yoke and glide slope arm. And again, guys, this is a visual approach, so we can do whatever really we want. We'll slow to 180. We're not going to be cleared to land, so I'll just put my landing light on now. And let me get the camera up for you. We're not going to put on the recording software because we're going to be going up to Toronto after this. Let's see if this works. Prog page 2. Oh, that does work. Okay, so once we're about 1 mile, I'm going to start turning us right a little bit here. Loc 2 captured. It's at the heading of 057. Runway's in sight, visual landing. You know what? That localizer capture was actually better than the real one. The rear one is pretty bad at it. That was actually pretty good. Alright, so we're just doing a vertical speed of 300 feet per minute. Just slowly letting this glide path come falling into us here. We're going to go gear down. That's not the right sound. Reverse is armed. We're going to go flat 20. We'll slow to 160. There's glide slope captured. 3,000 feet for the missed approach is set. Jack joined by VCLJ. Oh, that's not for me. Probably should have known that by it saying Jack at the start. All right, airplane. You don't gotta rifle it down. Look at this glide slope capture here. I mean, it's staying on it, I guess. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm interested. Tirana. You want to come to Tirana CST with us? Yeah, okay, Jack, it will be a bit of a hard one for you. As I said, this airplane won't take care of you in real world, and I think it takes care of you less in the sim. You got to watch it a lot heavier in the sim. Montreal traffic's Jazz 631, 5 mile final, 6 left. All right, go flat 30, a speed of 156. We got to be stable by 500 feet on the visual. Flap 45, a ref of 137. Those flaps don't look that well modeled. I've already called visual landing. Looks like the wind are howling a little bit up here. We got what we got going on here. Oh, it's only 10 knots? It seems like 30. 10 knots from the right. Not 30, but more than 10, that's for sure. Well, yeah, I was doing fine before I had so many months of work. Yeah, man. Yeah, you took that little bit of a break and it screwed with you. Autopilot disengaged. I've kind of fixed, or not fixed, but I've kind of tweaked my Moza profile for this a little bit. I keep tweaking it because I can never find like a really good one. So we're going to be trying this out.
500.
Check stable. It actually doesn't call that. At least ours don't. On a precision approach, it won't call 500. We got to call it manually. But on a RNAV, it'll call it.
300. 300. Minimums 200.
Yeah, Yoke feels pretty good. We're picking up ice on our windshield wipers somehow.
100.
That's kind of funny.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay, that was not what I expected, but that's fine. I don't think my reverse does not work. Oh, it does. All right, my reverse works. That reverse is always a pain in this sim. We're gonna do something I shouldn't do, and that's just do this.
Montreal traffic, Jazz 92, taxi runway 68, Montreal.
Montreal traffic, Jazz 631, clear 6 left, Bravo 3. Alrighty. We're clear on the left. We're clear on the right. I'm gonna get on this straight away and I'll do the after landing stuff here. Thank you guys for watching. We got 50 of you guys in here. Really appreciate that. I'm probably gonna have to make the yoke a little less stiff. But other than that, I think it was pretty good. I'm sure when I change something, it's gonna mess everything else up, but I felt pretty good. Let's go flaps up. Landing light, strobe light, aft cargo off, probes off. And that's it. Here's a trivia question for you guys. A little CRJ trivia, it's always fun to do. If it was a contaminated, icy, snow, slush runway and there's a suspicion of, or you suspect we got some icing slash gunk up in the flap track, so after landing there, what flaps will you retract to? You don't want to go all the way to 0 because then you're bringing all that stuff up into the motor area. Now, we were going to park at the 60 gates, which are the USF gates, I think F, or whatever, the US gates, but we're actually going to park somewhere else as we're going to Toronto. So instead of going to the US gates and simulating us towing over, we're just going to park where the Canadian gates are. Yo, D1 got it right there. D1, good one. Flap 20, yeah. So that's an easy got you on after landing as an FO. When you go from flaps 45 and you go to bring them up, you really got to stop and think that you got to stop at flap 20, go inspect the flaps after the landing, and then you can bring them up. So it's a bit of an interesting process, but there is a process. All right, starting the APU. I'll turn the cameras off for you guys. Onshore traffic, Jazz 631 taxiing currently southbound on Echo. Will be taking the left north ramp, gate 27. Pretty sure it's the north ramp.
Montreal traffic, Jazz 92, taking out 6 right, Montreal.
Alright, with the APU online, we're going to go ahead and shut down our left engine after the 2 minutes of idle thrust. Associated. clear our flight directors there. Start slowing down for this turn. We're clear on the right and clear on the left side. This used to be an old runway actually. This is taxiway Charlie, but this used to be I think runway 10 or something like that. But they just made it a taxiway. I said who's gonna no one's gonna use that. So how do I land? I can't land at all. I keep crashing every time. And the CRJ are just in every airplane. That's a bug. It says APR thrust. APR is automatic power reserve. So when you're in the climb or toga detent and you lose an engine, APR gets turned on, it's an automatic power reserve. So if you lose an engine in those modes, or even in max power as well, but if you lose an engine in those modes, you'll gain an extra 5% and or 500 pounds of thrust on the remaining engine in the climb or toga mode. Sorry, in the toga mode, not the climb mode. But yeah, that shouldn't be happening at idle thrust. That's wrong. Let me just... Oh, that's why. I mean, it shouldn't do it with the reverse either. Come on, reverse. Please work. Please. Oh my gosh. The reverse controls in this game are so bad. At least for me.
Montreal traffic, Delta 5197.
There we go.
At a 1.7, visual 6-8. Montreal traffic.
Yeah, I really wish we can design a button to get into reverse. And then an access. If we can get a throttle that has a button to click into reverse detent, like to allow you into the detent of reverse. Or something like that, or just to actuate in Microsoft there, and then an access that's like you can flow through reverse. You can add, you know, it's because in Microsoft it's like full reverse or no reverse almost in a sense. Alrighty. So we're just pulling up to this gate here. Let me get GSX all working. It's going to be gate, oh, I forget the name. I think it's just 27. 21. I forget what number it is. I know it's 27, but I don't know. I think it's an E gate. I think it's E or A. No, it's probably A. Whatever. So realistically, we would have parked on the other side because we just came from a U.S. airport. But we're gonna park on this side. There's the 27 line right here. Go tax light off. The APU is on. Alrighty. Parking brake on. The electrics are on the APU. Anti-ice is off. We can go and shut down our remaining engine, which means the seatbelts can come off, the remaining fuel pump can come off, the hydraulic 3A can come off, the beacon can come off, the steering can come off, and we are all shut down. Back to green needles on that side, back to green needles on that side. Let me take a quick little not even 5 minutes, probably like 1 to 2 minute break. I'll get kind of the flight plan and all that kind of stuff sorted as well. And we shall return. So let me just give you guys a cool little view. I guess I should open the door because no one can get out. Shocks are in. Connect the ground power. We'll open all that. Ground power is on. Leave the AP running though for the cabin temperatures. Alrighty. I will be just right back, guys. Appreciate you guys stopping in as well and pressing the like button. We'll be back. We're going to go over to Toronto. So feel free to load up in any airplane you like. And, well, maybe not any airplane, but most airplanes, and fly with us from Montreal over to Toronto. Give me about 5 minutes, guys.
5197, you're on Peter.
And Delta 5197, affirm.
Just wondering what stand you're heading to. We're just on the west apron.
5197, we're going to be taking the nearest gate here, so shouldn't be any conflict.
That's one I'll continue to taxi up to for now.
All right, guys, we are back. Thank you guys for stopping the vertical stream as well, and the horizontal stream. We are going to get this show back on the road from Montreal to Toronto. Sorry about that, to Toronto. It looks like we have Toronto Center online as well, so this will be kind of cool. We'll be using 6 right for departure, which is just right over there. I don't know why model matching still doesn't work. I saw 3.7, but now, I mean, that's part of the scenery, but now I got that weird stuff, so I got to do some... Oh, maybe it's this, actually. 1 second. I might have an idea. Stand by. Aha. That's what it is. I think I'll figure it out here. Un momento, por favor. Gonna relaunch vPilot. vPilot's taking its sweet time to load here. Oh, Mr. Jack's on a 15-mile final. Now let's connect. Nope, it's still the same thing. Oh, we got this over there, though. That worked.
Montreal traffic, Jazz 1228 on about a 13-mile final runway 06 left. Jazz 1228.
Oh, that's
Montreal.
lagging us pretty good. I was going to take a look over there, but that's lagging us quite crazily. I wonder if I can do... I think that's part of the scenery, which those aren't actually parked there in real life. Those are all like heavy gates. Wait, don't go back to that. I'm gonna go see if we can get Mr. Jack's landing. We're gonna set up to go back to Toronto. It'll be a very quick setup back to Toronto. You gonna fly with us again, CST, over to Toronto? Make sure you do your walk around.
Montreal traffic, Jazz 1228 to 5 mile final, 06 left.
I want to see that virtual mellow. All right. Let's go ahead and the performance is worse since I've downloaded that or did that same thing, but say again. I couldn't hear what he said. Import OFP, going to Toronto, send that to FMS as well. Set payload and fuel. 6.5 on the trim again. That's interesting. That's really weird, isn't it? I wonder if that's even the right trim. Probably isn't. Set that over there. It'll be a flat 8 this time. Set all the speeds, flat 8. Set all the speeds there. Let's go see if I can get that. Did it reset? Oh my god, it reset the view. Really, guys? Alright, we're gonna wait for him. I don't see him just yet.
Montreal traffic, Jazz 779, pushing back gate 84. Montreal traffic.
Let's go see if we can get Captain Jack's landing here. Mel is on the push. There he is. Look at that glorious aircraft. Barn door flap and everything. It's a slammer in real life, and it's a slammer in the Sims. At least that's well modeled. Although the whole gear suspension is not correct, but... Sweet. Alright, let's go ahead and set this all up for what we're doing here. So, let's go check our... Execute that. Departure arrival is going to be Montreal 5-6 right, and arriving in Toronto is probably the, not the Rigus, the Ragged, that's it. Ragged 6. Be usually Torny, or Tukir actually. Torny today, alright. Torny in there, execute that. Performance, we're going up to flight level. 340.
Montreal traffic, Jazz 1228, clear for runway 06, taxi via Bravo.
Alternate cruise of 330. Most likely just back to Montreal. Fuel's been inputted. And then the 0 fuel weight is going to be 68. 215. Plug that in there. Brings us 77. That'll be just fine. Alright, so we got headwinds again. Got 0 on the ice deviation. Minus 62. Minus 62. Minus 41. Be 1480 or 1458 in there, and departure gonna be 17. Call it 1815 off. 400 for the taxi, probably less than that. So runway's right behind us. So flex to 45. The VNAV setup is gonna be 279 slash 0.8. Radio, auto, next page, Jazz 7774, MFD, nope, don't want to click that. MFD menu is still set up. Copy active. Let's just reset GSX, and we're just gonna push because we're basically ready to push. So go to the overhead panel. That's the way we like it. We can get rid of the ground power. Close all our doors up. Alrighty, and we're just gonna wait on the GSX. We're gonna go straight back to the circle. Let's set up this. So 5,000 feet. Heading of 057. The speeds are all set. It's 13 or it's 1120 I think here for the MDA. There we go. That's all set. The departure is going to be runway heading 5000. It's pretty simple. No, you're not. You're not hooked up. Vod on the vertical stream. Hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Feel free to join us. We're flying from Montreal to Toronto. Minus 341. Kind of yuck, but completed that flight. Gonna practice more in this one. Hopefully, more time to that now. Yeah, man, it's a lot of practice. The RJ, as I was saying, and I said it multiple times. This airplane won't take care of you, so you gotta watch it all the time. And in the sim, there's so many bugs. You gotta watch it even more. And then it's a real life slammer. So don't be too ashamed. The airplane just kind of doesn't have enough lift near the end, so you gotta work the power a little bit in there. And even then, with the light wind, as I was saying, light wind, it's actually harder to land. If you got a nice heavy crosswind, like or even just like headwind or crosswind of 20 plus knots, it's much easier to land. That's probably any airplane, but with the RJ as well. Alright, the doors are closed, the pumps can get thrown on, the beacon can get turned on as well. The transponder I never reset, but we'll leave it on standby. In real life we would have reset our IRSs as well, and I'm not going to do that. And the steering is off. Awesome. Let's set our elevation for...
Traffic Jet 779, we'll be taxi runway 6 right, we'll pull the yellow lines on the ground.
Yellow Brick Road. Oh my god, it's so laggy now with that frickin' that one. It's so laggy with the new traffic I put in there. Looking for 560. There we go. You know, let me reset my it's probably my auto FPS. Alright, let's reset the brakes.
Thanks for your offer for help there, but I managed to get her down.
Awesome, sounds good then.
Montreal traffic jets 774 pushing straight back 27. Alright, starting right. Come on, clock. Yeah, we have one job, timer. You got one job, timer. There we go. It's finally started. Hey, Chick, welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, Montreal traffic still 3479, text runway 6, and yeah, we'll follow the one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Doing a flight sim New York to RJTT Tokyo. Oh, that's cool. You're gonna tune in. Awesome, Verto. Thank you for stopping by. We have a horizontal stream and a vertical stream. So if you don't like that format, feel free to jump over to this one. All right, we're gonna start number 1. Doing from the flight deck here. We'll restart our timer. The left engine start. Waiting for an ITT below 120 with an end tube of 20%. Parking brake is set. There's 20% now. Is Aerosoft CRJ worth it? The age-old question. It depends what you want to do and what your level of sim is. If you want a Phoenix or a PMDG level aircraft, this is not it. If you like the CRJ and you like the type of flying it does, you'll probably enjoy it. If you like a bit of a challenge as well, but a bit more of less of a hand holder than of an airplane, you'll like it as well. But there is some bugs with it, so. But I think it is. 50 US for 4 airplane models on 2020 and 24. It's a pretty good deal. Alright, we'll do the starter cutout on that. Check the electrics here. We're all good with that. So the APU can get turned off. Aft cargo on. The probes can get turned on. And we're just waiting on GSX. The tug is removed. We can go ahead and check the rudder. Full left, full right. Awesome. We'll engage the steering. We're basically at the runway, so we'll do it before takeoffs here. Flap 8, give the cabin some time to get ready. Fuel cross flow to manual. Flight control, full left. Full right, full down, full up, neutral. Awesome. And it's going to be the Montreal 5 departure. Runway heading to 5,000 is the departure. That's pretty simple. Park and brake off. I don't care. GSX. Taxi light on. And let's get going here. Look at CSD, he's bolting.
Yes, 631, you were not clear right, sir. You are wrong.
We're clear to the right. Aircraft's over the speed limit. He is bolting for it. I'm gonna go so slow. we're gonna block build. We're on double time pace, so we're in a high block day. We're just gonna go pretty slow here. This is everybody's taxi speed on Christmas because we're getting paid double time. Okay, we'll go a little bit faster. All right, got our strobes on. Do that. Everybody's notified. Check the land line. I envision him like just speeding around.
Yes, 61. Just for own information, the levers on the center pedestal, that's the throttle. You push that up to go faster.
Oh, I've been using the most left one actually. That's what those do. We're clear left, clear right. Press our status button. You should check when you actually say that, but we're good to go on there. Montreal traffic jet 60 run, landing up at 6 right. Montreal 5 departure. What about the ERJs? Are they better quality from the CRJ? I don't have the ERJs. You'd have to ask CST's in chat. You can ask him, but the ERJ just got a big update, so it might be better now. I'm not too sure. All right, TO 6 rights verified. The takeoff config is okay. Montreal not even departure. Wow. Traffic 631 rolling 6 right. Let's get going, guys. Get those flex and togas in chat. Check thrust set. If you guys are members of the channel, really appreciate all the likes, subscribes, and the memberships. 80 knots is checked. Be sure to get your I'll turn the camera on. Be sure to get your flex and emojis, flex and toga emojis in the chat there. Alright, we got V1, rotate. Maybe. There we go. A little heavy. Walk her off. There's no minimum there, airplane. Gear up. Speed load. Or climb 157. And we'll go heading mode. Do I have the sync button mapped? I do have the sync button. Alright, we're going to use the sync button today, guys. Many of you might not know what the sync button is, but we're going to use it. And it's basically once I get above about 1120 feet, I'm going to start to accelerate. So I'm going to nose down, and then I'm going to hit my sync button. Real quick, I'm going to go direct bob key, which I really shouldn't be touching just yet. Yeah, we'll keep it on heading mode for a little bit. There's 1120. So I'm going to start nosing on down, and then I'm going to press my sync button. Watch what happens to the flight director. See, and notice it says climb 165, sync 167. So we're going to sync it as we go here. You can hold it in real life. I don't know if it works in this. Oh yeah, you can see it's climbing with me. Go flap 1. And it's 3,000 feet for the noise abatement procedure, so we'll do 3,000. Flap 0. We're going to release our sync because I want to hold about there. Climb thrust. And we'll go throw the autopilot on. We'll start a left-hand turn. After takeoffs, we'll get rid of our auto crossflow. Landing light can come off. Our reverses can come off as well. Now, in real life, I can't start a turn until I'm 3,000 feet. That's the noise abatement in Montreal, but we did it. It's a game, whatever. Up to 350 is the cruise. Climb 250. Continue our left-hand turn.
Traffic, Jet 77 and a party runway 6 right.
Montreal traffic, Jet 631 north of the field, 4 mile, 3,000, climbing 350, and we're out to the west. Last call. Major Mark, Togas and Flexes in chat. Appreciate that. Virtual Flight Deck, welcome, welcome. We're already here, but thanks for the Toga and Flex. There was an awesome plane spotting hill right beside 6 right, but they put parking lot there. Yeah, they always do. They always put something else there. Let's go ahead and do a direct Bob key. Bob key over Bob key. As confirmed, executed. Nav mode. FMS 2 is captured. There goes Montreal. Pretty quick little turnaround out of Montreal. Obviously, we didn't really stick to any flows or checklists or briefings, but just friggin' turn them on, board them up, turn it on, and light the fires. All right, now because we got people following us, and it's an Embraer especially, we don't have to go too fast, and I'm joking, but we're going to do a 320 knot climb through 10,000 feet, and that'll give us a little bit amount of spacing between the other airplanes. Thank you guys for 13,034. You guys are killing on the subs. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Traffic, Jet 779 crossing 3,500 to the left, direct. Oh, last call.
All right, there's 10,000 feet approaching. Vertical speed 1,500 feet per minute. We're going to select 320 knots on the speed. There we go. Through 10,000. The lights out. Pressurization is checked. That's a little weird that it's that high already, but anyways, cabin's climbing, we're pressurizing. The belts, it was pretty fine through 10 earlier, so we'll go belts auto, and the radios are still set. Away we go, guys. Away we go. Now, the only thing with the Climb 320 you got to be worried, or not worried, but aware about, is this airplane will transition you from Mach numbers at 31,600 from 280 to about 0.77. However, at a 320 knot climb, you're going to hit 0.77 lower than 31,600. So it's easy to overspeed the airplane doing that. So we're going to have to watch out through about 26 to 28,000 feet area is where we're going to hit the speed button and go into the Mach mode. And Jack Fisher here, appreciate you trying to fly with us. That was nice of you. I'll increase our vertical speed to catch 320. I'm going to select the speed button on now. Climb 320. And we're going to watch this around, right around 28,000 feet. We're going to click that speed button. For right now, we're just chilling. So much weight. Wait. So how much weight do you usually load the aircraft with? My climb speed was atrocious. The max takeoff is 84,500. So I've been usually in the 80s, like low 80s to high 70s. But it depends how you climb it. If you're climbing at 250 knots through 20,000, or through 30,000, you're behind the power curve at that point. And it's going to take a lot of energy to speed up. I will say the airplane's a little bit slower in the acceleration in the sim as well, just a little bit. But yeah, we're at 77,000 pounds. At least we were. We burned some gas. That's wrong because this is a bug where it doesn't auto calculate. Let me just enter the data again. That's too much. Close enough. Is it auto calculating? No. 8,900. Huh, okay. Well, we're 77,000 pounds. I think it's still not working, but anyways, yeah, that's a pretty typical weight, so it depends how you climbed it. It'll climb. Just go climb 250, and then once you're through 10,000 feet, you're going to spin the knob here to climb 280. In this case, we're doing a 320 knot climb, so we get a little bit less out of the vertical speed, but we're faster en route, beating that headwind out. Transition, standard, standard, standard. I have it set to both. I guess I do. But yeah, next time if you want to record it or stream it, Jack, I can definitely help with that. Why does the thing sound like an afterburners? It does, man. I got the mod installed. Got the afterburner kit. I don't know why Bombardier offers it. No one puts it on there, but I did. She's got about 15. Is it 15? About 15 to 16,000 pounds of thrust per side. So for an airplane that weighs 70 grand usually, it's not too bad. It's got a little bit of power on it. Single engine in the mountains, it can still hold about 800 to 1,100 feet per minute on a takeoff. It's pretty impressive. On one engine. Ivan, welcome. Thanks for happy holidays, and same to you. I worked the whole holidays actually, but at least I got home. Christmas Day a little late. How was the flight in? Had to get some stuff done around here. There's a storm coming in next day or so. Oh, that's not good. Well, hopefully you can hunker down and get everything started. Flight in was good. Uneventful. It was a visual approach on a 6 left, and we just kind of captured the visual and, well, backed up by the ILS and flew around it. Oh, that's what I had to do. I had to change my Moza profile, just make it a little less aggressive. C says I'm not impressed. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Take the Embraer out in Kelowna with an engine out. You'll be impressed. It's actually not. It's not even certified for us to fly out there for that reason. Same engine as the RJ, by the way, but it's D-rated thrust because of its rudder problem. With it doesn't. The Embraer doesn't have enough rudder authority on an engine out, so they had to derate the engines. That's why it's so freaking slow. This is on, yes, check, this is a 5080 with a 14700. That is correct. Alright, see our Mach numbers starting to creep up there, so another 3,000 feet or so we'll be at 0.77. What's really cool when we're practicing the terrain avoidance is we put this thing in toga, or if you really need it, in a max power, And if you really need it, you can go past max power. If you put it in that section and you're doing a terrain avoidance and you're pitching right to the stick shaker, in the sim, I've seen this all the way pegged out, and we're getting like 11 to 10,000 a minute for a brief period. All right, 0.76. All right, we should be roughly there. It's 0.68. I'm going to click the button right over here. Climb 77. And now it's going to stop. This is actually a bug before. Let's see if it works. But it's going to stop prioritizing 320 as the climb speed. See, it's starting to nose up, and it's going to start prioritizing Mach 0.77 as the climb speed. Looks like it's working, so that's good. All right, let's start getting prepped for Toronto here. Toronto is showing... Oh, Toronto's low IFR. Well, not really low, but it's 3 mile viz, freezing rain, mist, overcast 600, so it's all Cat 1-able. The altimeter of 2979. Lower pressure. There we go. Alrighty, the runway is 0905. They're probably using the 5s and 6s. So I'll probably choose 6. I think it's 6 right is usually what we get. So we'll go with 6 right. Although there is center online, so let me see if there's an ATIS. There is an ATIS. They are using departure runway is 05. Landing is 6 right and 05. So we're going to plan 6 right, and we'll see how that goes. ILS 6 right, of course. If we need the Cat 2 or Cat 3 event, if we need it, it'll be 6 left, or 05 has those. No, 05 doesn't actually have a Cat 3. Just 6 left has a Cat 3 on the east side, so... But with 3 mile viz, we should be okay. There'll definitely be a wing and anti-ice on. That's what the belt's on for this little bit of turbulence here. Looks like a fun approach into Tirana. Yeah, it should be a little fun. I was pretty impressed with the glide slope following. That usually the Aerosoft doesn't do that well, but it wasn't terrible. So. Anyways, weather weights plates. Let's get our landing weight. So, again, it doesn't. You know, I'm just gonna put a runway in here so I can maybe calculate a fuel. I'll execute it. There we go. It's predicting 6,100. That seems pretty high. The flight plan's predicting 5,500. That's probably more correct. So, oh, don't do that. There we go. So we take our 0 fuel weight, which is 68 grand. We're going to plus 5,500 pounds, and we're at 73.5. Another heavy landing. So we'll go over here. Performance, takeoff. 73,500. And it wasn't wind sheary, so we'll keep the VREF to VREF, but we'll leave the dual reverse. We're going to select runway 6 right. It's going to be wet / snow / whatever. Do that. 6,400 feet used. That's not correct, because whatever. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. We'll still be fine. We'll set up our speeds, 152 and 202. We'll do the VREF later on. And then navigational, the Yoke Freak. 11195. That's set left and set right. HCP, I'm not going to set the HUD control panel, but we would do that. Departure arrival 6 right, I'll re-click that in. Let's first of all go cancel mod, direct tourney. That shouldn't have changed that. Departure arrival 6 right. Let's go back to nav mode. Tourney again. Tourney over Tourney. This is where it can get you in the sim. It's not, that doesn't do that in real world, so you gotta watch it even more. Lead rat 250 above 11, below 15, empty, recess 210 8000, Verco, Darpu Dan at miss, already ran. Then starting the vector, ILS 6 right, Lokbo, 3000 above, Sabos 2010. That would be temp comp, but can't do it in the sim because it doesn't matter. 6 right, a ref of 138 again. Missed approach, heading 057, 2 dog, holding at 2 dog 208 / 3000. Execute that. Our MDA is 740. We got a ding from Toronto Center. This is 2577. Put that in the top. Oh, 75. There you go. We'll do 740. That would be temperature corrected as well for the temperature, but whatever. Toronto Center Jazz 7774 32 climbing flight level 350. I gotta send it.
74 Toronto, good day, squawk code 1301.
Well, 1301 Jazz 7774. Yo, Dominic, welcome. Thanks for stopping in, my friend.
For Canada 769, did you check on yet?
We have
Alright, we're above the layer there. We'll go belts back to auto.
For Canada 769, roger, information is Romeo, thank you.
Alrighty.
Guys, 774, thanks for identify climb 3408, this is Romeo.
340, we got Romeo, Jazz 7774. Alright, 340, let's change it. So 340 set and confirmed. VNAV, next page, 340. Oh, I already put that in there. That was just me going to 35. He didn't change anything. I changed it. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the CRJ and the CRJ content, and hopefully it makes it easier for you guys to fly it. Got a crap ton of wind that's pushing us here. 107 knots of wind going on. It's been like this the last few days as they're flying. We're getting like just super slow ground speeds in the headwind. Appreciate you flying with me, CST, as well. Mark, you flying as well? If you're still here. Appreciate if you are. Doing another flight, this time Newark without VATSIM. I'm gonna go over the checklist and whatnot so I can get reconnected with the airplane, enjoying stream. Hey, thank you so much, Jack. And yeah, let me know how it goes. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to throw it in here or the Discord or text me or whatever. As you do. Results cap 34,000.
Right at 340.
We got no turbulence so far.
We're gonna go Mach 0.8.
Clouds aren't affecting us. Yeah, it might be 25.
Roger, thank you.
That missed approach shouldn't be that far away. That's a bug. Let's turn that off.
Aircraft 758, thank you.
Yeah, coming from KCLE. That's Cleveland, right? I think I'm supposed to go there next month, actually. It's a really short flight.
For Canada 2425, climb level 330.
I always want to make sure that heading bug is synced to where our heading is, not the track, but the heading is there.
For Canada 25, climb level 330.
Getting up to Mach 0.8. Got a crazy amount of headwind up here. Usually you can elect to go lower to get less of a headwind, but it was basically 100 through, at least for me, through most altitudes, so I'll take the fuel performance, whatever.
On the center, just 779, following 280, maybe about 10 miles east of 440, and we have information on that.
Jazz 779, squawk it in.
Yeah, coming from, oh yeah, I heard that. We all should have said with you when we checked on.
Jazz 779, thank you.
Taking 549 with the step down to the 400.
Canada 549, climb for the level 4.
Looks like there's an A319 following us as well. We got 40 likes on the channel, or the stream right now. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the likes and subscriptions and all that.
694, proceed direct Avon.
Direct Avon.
Toronto Center, Delta 3470, Buffalo 340 North Buckville.
3479, squawk it in.
Already did, you see it?
You're not supposed to press it.
34, thank you.
Already did. Well, I guess I'll give you guys a briefing since we're not really doing much of anything else. So, let's see here. Doing the ragged 6 into the transition for the 6s.
Air Canada 346, we're holding short tango.
And we'll bring it, basically we'll fly the star, or as ATC instructs, bring us for a right downwind to 6 right. It'll be a full ILS runway 6 right.
346 heavy, taxi,
Page 11-3, effective the 27th of November. ILS 11195 left and right. Front approach was 057 with the glide path check 2010. Not temp comp, it would be, but we're not going to do it here. MDA of 740, set right.
Yeah, Air Canada 346, actually, I forgot I changed it. Yeah, taxi Tango Fox.
Wait for this guy here.
Alright, Tango Fox and cross 33 left and hotel holding 405, Air Canada 346 heavy.
MSA is based off the Toronto VOR, 3,100 feet. Missed approach 1100, runway heading, climbing right turn 3,100 feet, heading 132, intercept outbound, the radial 102 to 2 dog, and hold.
Air Canada's,
I'll wait for him again.
Ready to send 1000, altimeter 2979, Romeo's dated.
Alright, you picked up Romeo, we're going to head down to 11000, when ready,
Alrighty, so the event of missed.
774 runway right. What's your Mach number?
6 right and or 0.8.
Jazz 779, it'll be runway 06 right for you as well. What's your Mach number?
6 right, and we're doing 79 on the Mach for Jazz 779.
Jazz 779, roger. Reduce Mach. Try 76 or slower for now, please.
76 or slower.
Jazz 694, climb for the
I was going to say here, yeah, missed approach, toggle button, toggle thrust, flap 8, gear up, speed heading mode, and we'll go from there.
United,
Pappy's left, SS airlock type lighting, and runway 6 right, we're going to exit Delta 3, most likely Delta 5, and the hotspots there, don't cross runway 6 left after you exit 6 right. And if we have to go missed, that's not right. We'll have about 2,000 pounds of extra gas, so if we have to go missed, we can come around for another try if we can get sequenced. If not, we are going to be going to our alternate at 4,400 pounds. That's our min. That's going back to Montreal.
694, I was fine with what was it called?
The threats today, we got low vis, freeze and rain, so we'll be wing anti-ice on. And depending on the runway conditions, we might just bring the flaps to 20 instead of 0. But I think they're pretty clean. They do really well at cleaning them. And it's a sim, so they probably won't have it.
Oh, tell me too.
That's it. You've been briefed.
Jazz 694. taxi direct to Hank.
Direct Hank 694.
Toronto Center, get a 189 or a gate 124 with information roam, identify 464 Lima, will require the guys.
Canada 189 reback is correct, call fully ready.
Radio, Skyger 75.
Radio? This ain't no Sudbury radio.
Skycraft 75, go ahead.
Just fired up on the ramp here, text position 08 off 0, looking for I, we're clear, 08 with the A1 on the
Aircraft 75, Roger, clear to the Gore Bay Airport, North Bay 2 departure, flight plan route, depart runway 08.
Skyger 758, Gore Bay Airport, North Bay 2.
Aircraft 75, reback is correct, call the airport.
Port Airport, 2577.
Jazz 7774, when you're ready to send 1000, altimeter 2977.
2977 down to 11,000 when ready, Jazz 7774. Alright. 1000.
Jazz 779, when you're ready to send 1000.
Lee Rat 250 above 11, so let's just set 11,000 there.
When ready to send 11,000, 297 and 5 degrees to the right.
What we can do is we can start down now. I'll go vertical speed 1,000. And it's a little early, but we'll do that just so we can get to the lower altitudes and we'll get a higher ground speed going on. That way we can stop giving CST so many vectors. I'll stop it around 30,000 feet or so. So Levi only wants 1,700 a minute, so.
Toronto Center, hello, United 1759, identifier 464 Echo, information Romeo, request push and start.
See, we're already getting a better ground speed there, so.
59, reback is correct, push tail right, lane 11.
Push tail right, DI as well for 9 seconds.
Roger, Jazz 694, contact Boston Center 134.7, good day.
Alright, it's minus 52 on the SAT, so we don't need any anti-icing until minus 50 or minus 40. So we'll be good in the clouds here. Reported 555 on 6 right, so you may not need to use the yet to be built Delta 9 exit after sliding off the runway. Nah, we'll be fine. We're going into Deer Lake one night, and they reported 555. We touched down, and the runway was not a 555. The runway was definitely like a 2 or 3. A lot of ice. But the reversers, thankfully, came in clutch for us that night.
Air Canada's 189.
We kind of assumed it was going to be worse than it was, because it's never what they report at those smaller airports. But definitely the brakes were sliding a bit. There's definitely not too much grip out there.
Skycraft 758, you're identified, climb 14,000, to direct Gorbet.
Yeah, you see we're getting less and less tailwind, so, or headwind, so we're going to be building the gap there. Now what we're looking for again, guys, in our descent is I want this number to get to about 20, and because of icing conditions, we'll call it 2,500 feet per minute. Once that says 25 required, I'm going to go down at 3,000. And that builds in. I got 500 feet a minute of built-in slowdown time. I'm starting a lot earlier than it says, so we'll be more than okay. I would have waited level in level flight, but with everybody behind us, I'll get lower a bit sooner. And we'll get into the less headwinds, so we can get a little faster for everybody. Oh, I didn't change my overlay. Sorry for that. Let's do CYUL, CYYZ, and we're Jazz 777-4. There you go. Thanks, Emily. You have to manually set the vertical speed for descent in the CRJ. Yep, there is no VNAV. Only the next gen variant has the VNAV function, which is the button right here. However, I can tell you from experience, the VNAV in the RJ is pretty garbage and useless. It's honestly easier if you just do vertical speed. There is some instances where it works well, and obviously the LPV approach is where it works very well. But other than that, the VNAV's pretty terrible in real life, and it's pretty bad in the sim too, actually. I don't think that was by design, but it just is. So.
Extra identified.
We're coming through this layer. It's going to be getting below -40 here shortly. Let's go and go throw the belts on a little early, because it's probably going to get bumpy in there. And Lee Rat needs only 2,100 a minute, so we're looking okay right now. I kind of forgot how to CRJ. I forgot how to CRJ. I've only been flying the Phoenix planes for the last few weeks. Yeah, the RJ or the Phoenix will definitely be a big difference. The airplane will nice to take care of you for you.
Very funny, very funny. Air Canada's 116.
All right, wings and cowls on for the descent here. It's about -40 now.
We'll stick at 35 now. We have some sim issues just when you get this contact. So stay here at Canada 116.
Roger.
Geez, bad info like that is how planes ended up on CBC Newfoundland 11 p.m. Newcat. That's it. You just gotta. It's kind of local knowledge stuff. You gotta go in there a few times, and then what we do is if they report a 5, I put in a 3 in our landing report for our ACARs. If they put a 6, I put a 4. So no matter, unless it's a completely dry day, but if they're putting in a condition code of 5 or less, I usually do 2 under of what they say, and that way if we can make the 2 under, we can definitely make the one they say it is. Now keep in mind that Lerat wants 250 as well. And with the wings and cowls on, you see this white beam has appeared. I don't know if it's modeled in the sim, but with this white bar, when I go idle thrust, because the wings are on, the N2 will actually be increased N2 to keep the enough bleed air into the engine cowl. And so it's harder to slow down with the wings and cowls on like that.
58 Toronto Center today's block 5001. France 1582 for your identified 18 400.
That was for me. Nope, wasn't me. All right, there's 2,500 required. Probably still a bit early, but better earlier than later. So let's go down to 3,000 feet per minute. We're gonna go idle thrust.
United 1759, Roger, for DA's taxi lane 11, Delta, Echo, cross runway 33 right, into the DA space, and call me back when the DA thing is complete.
Alright, lane 11, Delta.
Muscle memory you will never forget in a CRJ. I don't have a full yoke and throttle setup, so I have to use Xbox controller, which definitely makes flying Airbus easier for me right now. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Xbox is definitely hard to do with any flight sim. Check, I don't answer those questions. Well, when I get the checklist memorized like I do Boeing and Airbus, it would be a great low. Yeah. It just takes time. Have fun with it.
346 Heavy identified, or sorry, Air Canada 346 Heavy, you're identified. Climb for level 230.
Alright, so this waypoint is below 15,000 and above 11,000. So once we get to 15, if we really need to slow down, I can really knock that off.
Alright, descend, I don't know, 11,000 and 299.
Oh, that might be, I know that
good
voice.
Afternoon, Toronto.
I know that voice too.
4879, descending on the number 6 route. We got Romeo on board.
Tower 4879, squawk cadence, altimeter 2977, descend 7,000, runway 06 right.
Squawk ident down to 7,000, Skywest 4879.
You're identified, thanks.
He's over it. That controller's over it.
We're ready for taxi to the ice.
We'll go wings and cowls off for the time being. There's no ice light there.
Heavy Roger, left turn, lane 5, taxi Alpha Kilo, Bravo, Tango. Cross runway 33.
That voice seems familiar. I don't know what you're talking about.
And call me back when the DA is complete.
I left my wing on by accident.
Bravo, Tango, cross 33 right into the ISO, go Canada 8189.
And we got the flight
Turn direct,
blocked.
Air Canada 346 Heavy, left turn direct, muted on course.
Left turn direct, muted on course for Air Canada 346 Heavy.
Yeah, got me a cowboy. Got the flight recorder ready to go.
For speed 300 or better in the transition, please.
Oh, we can do that. 300 or better, Jazz 774. All right, he wants it quick.
779, 280 or less in the transition, please.
You got step on, sir.
Yeah, 779, speed 280 and off or less in the transition, please.
20 less in the transition for 779.
Delta 3490 or 79, speed 280 and off in the transition, please.
280 transition.
Air Portugal 257, was that you checking on?
AFO.
Portugal 257, squawk 980 is Romeo.
Second for Portugal 257.
Squawk it out.
What's your least favorite airport to fly into? Montreal.
Second 100, which you actually have to go for 215.
It's energized 774. You still want published speeds?
Affirmative.
All right. Well, that's going to make that life a little harder to do.
Air Canada 100, squawk it
out. Local. Hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for subscribing. Mr. Major Mark, welcome, welcome.
Thanks, you're identified. Data is Romeo.
Air Canada 116, can we get 10 minutes away?
All right, selecting 250 knots.
Okay.
Air Canada 769, descent 6,000. Air Canada 346, climb to level 380.
I'm using 50380 for Air Canada 3426.
Air Canada's 100, are you just following the cross box at 310?
Vertical speed 800 feet per minute. Slowing for 250. Yeah, they have to make that. They really have to make that less aggressive. That's a crazy aggressive vertical speed. It doesn't matter how fast you turn this. The airplane only does 3 degrees per second. So it's a little interesting how heavy-handed that autopilot is. All right, guys. With the weather conditions down in Toronto,
769 descend 3000.
typically you'd actually want not a quote butter greaser landing. You're gonna want a little bit more of a firmer one to break through any of that contaminants that's on the runway. We got freezing rain down there, so we'll definitely have a wing cal anti-ice on. Freezing rain's no joke. All right, it's looking like we're gonna need some spoiler here, so and we'll just slowly add more spoilers as we go. 1 click, 2 click, 3 click, 4 click, and just add spoiler like this very nice and gently.
4153 reback is correct. Call fully ready.
All right, probably didn't even need it, but we're gonna get rid of it here shortly. Spoilers up. 1 click at a time.
Not flight 4500, battle 400.
Our flight 4500, squawk code 4102.
Squawk 4102, not flight 45.
Alts cap 1000.
769, turn right heading 270.
Overcast 500 and plenty of mist. Yeah, man. It's gonna be fun.
Our flight 4500, thanks, you're identified.
Thanks for the subscriptions. I picked up 3 more there. It's still alts capping, which is it's taking very long. Bad time.
Reback is correct. Call fully ready.
Bad time to have to go to the bathroom.
Air Canada 769, turn right heading 330. Jazz 774, descend 8000.
8000, Jazz 774. 8000 is confirmed. Verticals, let's see if they go down. We only need 800 a minute right now. But we got to keep 250 with the wing anti-ice on, so let's just start down now. Vertical speed 1000. Yeah, look how aggressive that autopilot is in vertical speed. I have a question. Are the flap moments on the Aerosoft CRJ realistic? They're not like 1-to-1, but we slowed them down. So I instructed them to, when they were making the version 2.1, I think it was, to slow the flap motions down because they were really, really fast before. We slowed them down, and they are a lot more realistic to what it actually, how long it actually takes. It still doesn't. It still takes a little bit longer in real life. Like there's a delay. Like when you select flap 20, they instantly start moving. It takes a good like 3 to 5 seconds, like 1, 2, 3, and then you'll start to see the flap start to move after your selection. So it does take a little bit longer, but still pretty good. It's good enough. It's coming through 10,000 feet. We'll go ahead and get the lights on. Double ding, we're through 10,000 feet there.
Air Canada 769, make the heading 090 to re-intercept.
So Cat 1 and a few extra fun things thrown in. That's it. It's a typical day on the job.
Jazz 779, descend 9000.
Alright, Reese is going to want 210. Let's start slowing for that. Idle thrust now.
Air Canada 769, approach clearance canceled, turn right heading 120, maintain 3000.
Alright, we'll maintain 3000 and
120.
120 for
It's 9 for 8,000.
Air Canada 769, turn right heading 180.
180 for Air Canada 769.
180,
Toronto Center Air Canada 940 information. Romeo, could we get a PDC for Nassau?
Alt's cap at 8,000. And then we have all this time. We got about 10 miles, 2 minutes to slow from 240 to 210, so it should be no problem to do that. What's our weight doing here? 74. Okay, we're under the max landing weight, which is good. Heading sync. Yeah, this airplane in level flight would decelerate a lot faster than that. This bar would be about that. It'd be about this long.
Alright, continue descent down to 5,000, SkyWest 4879.
Aviation Jack, welcome, welcome. How are you? Hope you've been well. I've been okay. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. I saw a bit of your stream yesterday.
2977 Romeo Theater, runway 06. Right.
I only said this. That's what I thought. In my opinion, they still move a little too quickly, but not nearly as much as before. Yeah, it's a little better, but probably a bit of work still need to be done on that.
Heading 330.
Toronto Center, United 1759 is DI complete, fully ready.
United 1759, Roger, runway 05, 1204.
How did you? Thanks for stopping by. I've been meaning to get back into CRJ again soon. Yeah, man. Well, hopefully you do. A bunch of videos on the channel if you need any help with it as well. A bunch of tutorials and stuff. So yeah, it just needs a little bit of work, but 6,000. Jet 7774. All right, 6,000. Now, technically in Canada, if they didn't say cancel restrictions, I still have to hold 8,000 here, and then I can go down to 6,000. But I think in VATSIN they follow the US rules, so we'll do descend 210, idle thrust. I'm gonna throw our wings and cowls on here as well.
Clear 631, terminates your cleared en route today. Clear 631, change over to Unicom.
How about no?
Unicom 621, 6 push service, bye-bye.
So if we're gonna be 6,000 here, let's do above and below.
Roger.
I don't see any other traffic, so we're probably number 1 in. For 6,000 here, probably 3,000 there. So this descent rate should work out pretty well for us.
Descend 8,000.
8,000, 30%.
What'd I just click?
779, descend 8,000.
Descend 8,000, 779.
Be funny if we hold the controller. Yeah, field in sight.
SkyWest 4879, confirm your setup for 05 or 06 right.
We got 05 in the box for 4879.
7 for 6,000.
I'm pretty sure the assignment for you was 06 right, but use that heading to intercept and clear the islands approach onto runway 05, maintain 5,000 full established.
Okay, we'll continue descent for 5. We were never given the assignment and clear for the approach for the ILS 5, 4879.
Oh, now he's fighting with him. You got my popcorn out. I bet he's pulling the tapes right now. All right, wings and cowls have been on for a while, so the wings are all heated up. Alt's cap 6,000.
Final flight plan, please.
There's a gentleman with an officer's rank over Milton for the
3,000.
3,000 Jet 7774. 3,000 descend 210 idle thrust. 3's confirmed.
189 heavy, runway 05, altimeter 2977, Romeo Zeta taxi.
He's just having a great time in the Southwest 737. Hey there, had an issue getting an engine to start. Can't get start light. Any ideas? You're holding the start button, right? But sometimes.
Turn right heading 270, expedite down to 3000, please.
Right turn 270 and down the 3 quicker, Jazz 774. All right, full boards, flap 1.
779, descend 6000.
Heading 270.
Descend 6,000, 779.
West 4879, speed.
Flap 8.
0 knots.
Go on to 200, 4879.
We're rocketing down now, 2,000 a minute. Boards and flaps. At below 220, you can get flap 20 out if you really want to, but 8's enough for us right now. We're gonna go green needles. Green needles. 057. Let's sequence the approach. Oh my gosh, this dumb thing never works. Lokbo up here. Lokbo 057. There, that's another bug I gotta report.
Turn right heading 330.
Right turn 330, Jazz 774. Not that way, airplane.
3000.
3000. 779.
Alt's cap. Get rid of the boards. We're gonna start slowing down a little bit more here. He hasn't assigned us a speed just yet, but it's IFR conditions. There's no point to rush in this.
Portugal 257.
Portugal 257. When you're ready, you can descend down to 1000, altimeter 2977, Romeo Zeta, runway 06 right.
Descend at 1000, Moza 2977.
We got traffic right there.
Jazz 774, turn right heading 030, intercept cleared off approach, runway 06 right.
030, clear intercept ILS 6 right, Jazz 774.
Portugal 257, it's 1000.
Look 0, glide slope iron. Let's put the cameras on for you guys here.
Jazz 779, turn right heading 270.
Right heading 270, Jazz 779.
Look 2 captured.
3479, descend 6000.
6,000.
Or flight 4500, reduce the Mach decimal 76 basic.
There we go. That's how this airplane intercepts a Loke in real life.
Say again, for not 4500.
76 your lots for spacing.
Gear down.
I said on I read you, so please say again.
Flap 20. Double chime on that.
Okay, I don't know if it's but either way, you are cleared to land, left turn Delta 5.
Look 2 glide slope captured. 3,100 confirmed for the miss.
Okay, cross 6 left.
And we're flap 20 now. We're gonna start the replay tool.
Skywest 4879, the winds are 1205, clear land, runway 05.
His vectors were a little tight for this airplane to turn like that, but whatever. Flap 30.
Jazz 774, the winds are 1105, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Clear land 6 right, Jazz 774. Flap 45. A ref of 138.
Try to Jazz 982, push start off.
Jazz 982, push straight back to lane 11.
Clear to land.
Okay, press 158, clear Gorda Airport, flying approach contact.
1000.
Instruments check stable. And the avionics set and cross check for the ILS 6 right.
Jazz 779, right turn heading 030.
Correcting speed.
Cleared Alice approach on 06 right.
Right turn 030.
I know if you have cowl or wing anti-ice around it, won't start the right engine.
Okay,
yeah.
Approach to Delta 3479 to 103.
No, I've never been to Syracuse before.
3,000.
Turn to control, northwest 4500, regressing descent.
Jesus.
Our flight 4500, one ready to descend for level 280.
Level 280, run ready, northwest.
I got ground contact, so this should be pretty nice. CRJ does not have auto land. No, it does not. I sent a Jet 774 breakout at 600 AGL. Alright, Pappies are in sight.
400.
Autopilot disengaged.
Skycraft 758, you can switch over to the, switch over to your call me down and clear.
Zero mandatory, there,
200.
Correcting speed.
Air Canada's 116 heavy runway
100.
06 right for Canada 116.
50.
Runway site landing. Should have called that.
20. 10.
Canada 769 taxi, Delta, Alpha,
There we go.
Canada 1759, line up runway 05.
Line up 05, 1759.
Go ahead and keep the reversers in idle reverse. The RJ does not have a restriction. You can keep them in idle reverse because the engines are high.
we had inflation Romeo. So we solved twice. Do you have our plan now?
We're gonna hold short here. We can't pass this runway here.
Negative, check your airport or set it correctly. I don't have anything for you. Delta is 3479, turn right heading 330.
Right, 330.
Alright, well, I'll do my after landing as well right here. It's not contaminated, so we'll bring the flaps all the way up. Wing off, callus can stay on.
79, Canada 116.
No, it's 10,000 feet and 2977.
10,000 feet, 2977.
I don't know, greaser, but it was good. Nice firm. Break through the freezing rain.
Thanks for runway 06 right, north 500.
San Jose 774 cleared 6 right. Can we cross 6 left?
Delta 3479, turn right heading 030, set cleared off, approach runway 06 right.
He's busy, man.
030 and
Jazz Triple sub 4, cross runway 06 left.
Cross 6 left, Jazz 774.
06 left.
Cross 6 left, Jazz 774. There we go. Clear to cross, clear left, clear on the right. That one gets people. If you ever exit that runway, you really got to stop. You can't cross this until you've been given. For landing CRJ, what do you do for the trim? Is it constant increase? No, you trim as needed. I'm just trimming, so I'm holding my 700 feet per minute, whatever glides, my 3-degree glide slope, usually 700 to 800 feet per minute. Trim for that. 30 feet, start bringing the power back. 20 feet, start bringing the nose up. 10 feet, idle thrust, and a little bit of nose up. But in this weather, I don't do the little bit of nose up at 10 feet, which will kind of smooth it out a little bit. You want a more firm landing right into the runway.
I'm
going to stop here in case he needs me to turn anywhere.
No. Jazz 774, where are you parking?
Get 105.
Jazz 774, roger taxi, Delta, Alpha Kilo, lane 6 to 105.
Delta, Alpha Kilo, and lane 6, 105, Jazz 774, thanks.
American 940, retro push.
1 center versus 28 pilots, that's it. In a world.
Takeoff, runway 05.
What rudder pedals am I using these days? I'm using the Wing Control Skywalker rudders. Look up WINCTRL. I have actually a description or a link in the description for you. Where the heck is the...
just take a look on SimBreak. You filed the wrong route. I'm too busy to fix for you. Just file the correct route, please.
When you get a chance, can you explain what average wind comp is in the perf data? Let me go over here.
779 cross 06 left, where are you parking?
We cluster 6 left, and we're parking at the
any of these?
Jazz 779, roger taxi, cross 06 left, Delta, Alpha Kilo, lane 6.
I love them. Keith, they're awesome.
Delta, Alpha
Best rudders I've ever owned. Best price too.
479 with 1306, clear to land, runway 06 right.
Clear land 6 right, 479.
Air Canada 549, radar service terminated, start en route.
He probably is more busy than real life, actually.
Canada 549, radar service terminates, cleared en route.
South 1759 airborne at 1600 for 5.
Is Dev working on a CRJ update soon? Or Dev, sorry? I think they're working on it. I don't know what they're doing to it. But I believe they are working on it.
Climb for level 230.
Alright, we're going to take this right turn on Alpha. I'm going to answer your question and the right turn here, Chase. We're going to use the right engine. Actually, we got to keep both engines on because we're you got the CAL anti-ice on, so we can't shut down one.
Delta 267 squad 0201.
So Chase, on the left side is ISA deviation. ISA stands for International Standard Atmosphere. So let's say you're going, if you're using the standard, every 1,000 feet you're losing 2 degrees roughly per 1,000 feet. However, if that day, which usually it differs from 2 degrees, you put the deviation from the standard. So, for example, at 36,000 feet on a standard day, it should be minus 56. But if it's colder, let's say it's minus 66, you'll do minus 10.
For Canada's 189 heavy calming in the air, winds are
so it's colder.
04, clear takeoff, runway 05.
And then these numbers over here are, it's either a P or an M. So plus or minus, and then the wind speed. So plus or minus, plus is a tailwind, M is a headwind. So plus 20 would be 20 knot tailwind. That's all that means. It's used for all the calculations for time en route and all that stuff, and fuel burn. I always try to fly the CRJ 900, but when I go to land, it will put the nose up violently, then stall. So I don't know if it's need more trim when landing. Always have it level, then pulling the nose back. That's weird. If you can record it, record that landing and send it in the in the chat or in the Discord.
Continue descent down to 11,000, altimeter 2977, CRJ, runway.
You use a profile for Moza, Yoke? I'm trying to find one for CRJ. Yep, it's in the training resources section of my Discord. Training resources. It's not finalized. I've never been able to get it like exactly where I like it, but it's okay.
And good afternoon, Toronto Center, Flare 650 with you, flight level 360.
Flare 650, Toronto Center, good day, squawk 5602.
5606.
Alright, here's Alpha Kilo. We're taking the right turn. Lane 6 is the right-hand lane.
United 1759, left turn direct, go up.
Left turn direct to go up, United 1759.
Actually, United 1759, just make it direct Ketsi, please.
Alright, direct Ketsi, United 1759.
Fire 650, thanks for
Alright, we're clear right with the vehicles, clear left as well. There's a bit of a underground tunnel here. I don't know if it's modeled.
Okay, 189, 1000.
Yeah, you can see it. The vehicles sometimes come racing out of here, and you really gotta watch for them.
7000, okay, 189.
They'll come up out of here, so you gotta watch for these guys coming up.
Sentiment to the Canada 940, burning food here, ready to push.
Alright, taking lane 6, the right-hand side.
Roger, Delta 3479, cross runway 06 left, where are you parking?
Is it a mobile flight sim? So I wonder if that is... Yeah, that might be it. Yeah, I thought you were talking about Microsoft Flight Sim. C5, are you heading back out? No, we just did LaGuardia, Montreal, Toronto. That's going to be the end of the stream for today, guys. But I really appreciate the turnout. You guys are killing it in the chat. Tons of likes, tons of subs. Really appreciate you guys being here. We're gonna do some replays, and then we're gonna call it there.
For Canada's 189, left turn direct to Ketsi.
Direct Ketsi, Canada 189.
For Canada's 100, the winds are 1105, clear to land, runway 06 right.
There's a Piper here.
4500, turn 20 degrees.
Or something. Like a beach crab.
Right,
Nothing left now but the virtually icy and awful drive home on the 401. That's it. I don't even want to think about that. Really proud of the turnout for you today, T5. Yeah, it's been crazy, guys. So be sure to go check out all my fellow friends as well. So Captain Jack Flight Sim in the chat. Go check his channel out. CST Flight Deck. Go check out him. Go check out Skymaster, who was here earlier. Go check out Major Mark. All really good friends. Go check them out on their channels as well. Go show them some support, like, subscribe, memberships, all that kind of great stuff. Say hi from me if you catch a live as well. CST is actually flying with us currently. Jack flew with us earlier. And Mr. Major Mark is flying with us out of Cleveland. Living the PAP 3 with the CRJ, and I won the Thrustmaster Boeing Yoke pack through Captain Canada. Now oh, you won? Hey, congrats. Now I wait for delivery of both Yoke and pedals. The excitement is real. Yeah, man, you got a whole setup coming. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I learned every day. I learned everything about the CRJ because of your videos. Thanks for the uploads, bro. Hey, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. I made them for that reason.
Air Canada 940.
I'm not sure I use a controller when landing on phone, and I slightly pull the nose back, then pull the throttle back, so I'm not sure. So that's interesting you say that. So the CRJ, and this is a real life thing as well, because the engines are aft mounted and above the center of gravity there, when you add thrust in the CRJ, let's go and start the APU. When you add thrust in the CRJ, the nose goes down. When you take away thrust, the nose goes up. So that might be a bit of an effect they're trying to model. So you're pulling up plus idle thrust, it'll cause the nose to go up a little bit more, but it shouldn't be going up uncontrollably. It's a very controllable. I don't have all this traffic here.
Air Canada 940, PDC identified 4738, ready for push.
I'm gonna go turn all this traffic off.
Sorry, 4738.
Canada's 940 readback is correct. Push tail right line 5.
Push lane 5. Air Canada 940.
There we go. Get rid of all that. There's still an airplane there, but whatever. Good flying, bro. See you next time. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for stopping by, CST. Go check out CSG channel, guys. I want all 40 of you got to go over there and check them out and subscribe, unless you've already done that. APU is starting up. Still got the CYUL anti-ice on, so don't be too quick in real world anyways to shut those engines down at the gate. If you shut those engines down with the CYULs on, it might screw the bleed system up a little bit. So great stream, love learning about the CRJ. Thank you, Virtual. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you.
Air Canada's 189, climb 15,000.
So sometimes when you get to the gate in an RJ and the seatbelts don't come off right away, this might be one of the things they're doing. I turn the CYUL anti-ice off, then start the engine down, then seatbelts can come off. Or sometimes we're doing a fuel check valve at the gate. So please respect those seatbelt signs. A lot of people just get to the gate and get up and not listen at all. I guess I should have had GSX here, but whatever. We're going to leave everything on, however, because we're about to do a replay for you guys. And we're going to disconnect from center. Center, thanks for being on tonight, Jess. 774. See you next time.
Yeah.
Disconnect from that, and let's do some replays. So let's go flap 45. Boris sounds, yeah, they're awesome, man. CRJ really is my favorite jet in the MSFS. Great on frames, hands-on flying, and wonderful. Probably Boris, yeah. No, yeah, it's amazing. There's definitely still work to do, but it's definitely good. The hydraulic sound is amazing on that. Alright, let's shut off the APU. We'll turn this back on. Thank you. Aft cargo. Wings and cowls, or wings, cowls, and probes are back on. We'll turn all these back on. Our strobe lights on. And that should be good to go. Let's go ahead and do our replay here. Gonna get a lot of weird noises going on.
Traffic.
I disconnected from VATSIM, so I know that's not real. I just looked up my V-Pilot, but we're good. I love chase plane, man. A little bit of a floater. That's okay. She came down nice at the end. Awesome. Let's go ahead and do that again. Terrible viz. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, but terrible runway condition, that's for sure. Okay, do another replay there. Oops, not that far along. How do you just shortcut the flyby view easily? I'm using Chase Plane. Chase Plane. I'll show you here. Highly, highly, highly recommend Chase Plane. It's really not an experimental build, but it works for 24 just fine from them. It says Greece? That was okay. It wasn't a Greece, but thank you. It was pretty good. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's a gorgeous plane. Did we land yet? Yeah, we did. Yep, Chase Plane got my CAD, not PNG this time. Yeah, I did buy the 737. I do like it for the sim. 100 FPM, 0.97 on the G. That's pretty good. Great stream, man. Always learning from these. See ya. Hey, Aviation Bros, thank you so much for the continued support and the all the awesome thumbnails, pictures and thumbnails you create as well. So guys, go check out Aviation Bros channel. He makes most of the thumbnails for the channel. So if they look really good, they're his, and if they look kind of like okay, they're mine. Love your show, buddy. I really enjoyed the morning. I got another flight going on. How much better? Going on now, much better than before, but need lots of practice before getting on VATSIM with it. Yeah, it takes a lot of time, my friend. A lot of time. By the way, guys, the feet per minute number you're seeing is probably not correct, as it is a in the replay it doesn't always sometimes do the right one. But I appreciate all the love here.
Don't sink.
Would have been a bit of a tiny. It would have been a firm landing in real world. Would have hit pretty firm. You definitely know you're on the ground.
30.
Especially in the RJ.
10.
Should have held it off just a little bit more, but the end was coming up, so that's okay. Klonk.
Minimums.
Let's give you guys a tower view, if the tower can even see anything. That is. Uh-oh. Turn that off. Turn that on. Tower. Kind of sees it. I think that's the wrong tower. Should have fixed my nose a little bit more. That's okay. Oh, my mic's been muted this whole time. Whoops. I don't have 24 yet. Chase plane works for 2022. Yep, it does work for 2020 as well. But just make sure, Jack, that you're in climb thrust with climb 280. You'll get about 200 to 1,000 feet per minute after 31,000. And the runway view, Jack, is pretty awesome. That's chase plane. It's really, really cool. This is the tower view. Yeah, a bit of a late little panic flare at the end there. Oh well. We got her down nice and safe. Do you use SimBrief? I do. I do use SimBrief. Alright guys, we're going to end it around here. I'll end it on the replay. I want to say thank you to all the channel members and the channel partners. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking. We might go live later tonight or tomorrow, and we'll be in DCS World. I'd love to see all you guys in the DCS streams as well, with the new AB6 from Moza. It's really fantastic. So we'll see you guys in that. I'll leave you guys with a nice little wing view, and we'll call it there. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you in the next one.